Welcome to the Calyx. I am your host for the evening. My name is Becca Scott, and I am so glad to have you along for this terrifying ride we're about to embark on. I want to give a huge thanks to Chaosium, the creators and publishers of Call of Cthulhu, who are sponsoring this stream. And also want to mention that we're doing some giveaways tonight, courtesy of Chaosium. We have PDFs of the starter set for Call of Cthulhu, as well as one at the end of the night epic PDF of the Keeper rulebook that we're going to give away, which is where tonight's scenario is pulled from. But then again, given our cast of characters, I don't know if we're gonna actually do the scenario as it's written. Anything could happen with this group of weirdos that I love so much. Let's see. Make sure that if you are interested and you don't win the giveaway, you can always pick up your own copy of the Keeper Rulebook at chaosium.com and all the PDFs. If you buy a hard copy, you're gonna get the PDF as well, accessible through the website. I utilize both often, and it has a full chapter on the tomes of eldritch lore, which are very delicious, especially in this spooky month of October. Yes, that's right. It is October of 2020. Who knew? And there are 2 full scenarios with ready-to-play investigator sheets. If you have, little hesitant new at RPGs players and you want to just give them a sheet and get going. Plus, they have a whole bestiary of mythos entities. So that's pretty sweet. Check out Chaosium, check out chaosium.com, and check out Call of Cthulhu if you haven't already. But you must know something if you are here. You must know of the otherworldly things that our world sometimes intersects with, especially near All Hallows Eve, as we are tonight. So let's bring in our merry band of investigators. Oh gosh. They're all the most incredible people. First up, let's start with just a genuine pleasure of a person, always considerate and thoughtful. I realize that all of my descriptors for these people often go hand in hand with one another. We have Josephine McAdam, who's playing Celeste Auclair. Josephine is a streamer, an actor, a talent in so many things, and incredible piano. Joe, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me again.
I mean, yes, always, of course. Is Celeste ready for tonight's shenanigans?
Always ready.
That's her catchphrase. All right. Let's get our other players in here so we can get back into the action of what is happening at Miskatonic University. Next up, let me bring into this stage. Oh, she's from Kansas, Midwestern gal like myself, by way of Los Angeles and now Tennessee. And all of those accents were wrapped into one. There for you. Let's bring out my love, my dearest, my way too far away, Havana Mahoney.
Hello, how's it going?
Oh, so good. Full-time Twitch streamer in the house right here.
Listen, hypothetically.
Oh my God, there is a person in your room.
She was here last time, wasn't she?
I was distracted by faces. I didn't notice.
So if you come to my stream, twitch.tv/Vanna, that's VANA. My starting soon screen was designed by Sixton Art, and it's me as like a knight in space in my crystal space cave playing video games with my 2 dragon dogs that are also space dragons. And this is the armor I wear in the art in the starting soon screen. And my community member Naughty got it commissioned from a professional cosplayer, and now it's been 3 years, Becca. I'm not going to change.
It's not naughty yet.
It's not yet, but but commissioned this from a professional cosplay creator, and now I have the full set of armor and also the sword.
Well, that is
amazing.
Thing ever.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
Fantastic. I'm trying to figure out how to display this, because normal sword display things, it's like the blade's too wide. Hey, so I bought one and it didn't work out.
It's too thick for you.
It's not too thick for me. That's not an issue for me.
Right.
It's too thick for capitalism.
Too thick for capitalism is the hashtag of the night. You heard it here. And without further ado, that segues perfectly into our next guest. I'm sorry.
Becca.
I hate myself. This is another dear friend that I love so much that has recently moved too far away. And oh my God, what? Kate, Elliott, what are you doing with that Sharpie?
What? I found it. I was making sure the pen worked. Just checking.
Hold on. We got to do a little switch around. Okay, because I've gotten flack for this in the past. There we go.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me.
Love. You are the
so
sexiest spy that's also playing a child, and I don't know what emotions are okay to feel about it.
I'm so sorry I'm making you feel strange things.
I'm not doing it on purpose, I swear.
Oh my God.
Feel free to plug anything you're up to. Or not.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, make people pay for that shit.
So if you'd like to check out what I'm doing at the moment, I have not been hacked. I'm just doing something really, really cool and empowering. If you want to check out the link in my Twitter bio, you can find a link there because Kate has a little secret.
Kate has a secret is my favorite way to describe that.
What could it be?
Wow, yeah, I was this delivery, I love it.
No fucking idea.
Please quit smelling that. That literally kills your brain cells.
I'm not inhaling it.
I don't
not
believe
inhaling.
you. I don't believe you.
In 1927 Arkham, Shyla Mister knew what a Sharpie was because it seems as though she's been sniffing quite a few. Let's learn a little bit about our investigators, and then we'll give a little recap of what happened in our last adventure. Or the adventure that's currently ongoing. Let's start with Shyla. Shyla, tell us a little bit about yourself.
What's up? I was smelling the pen. So crazy stuff happened. I mean, it's just, I don't even know where to begin, but like this dude, he has some papers, he went missing, we're looking for the papers, like all kinds of crazy stuff happened. And then we get to the place and there's like this really mean janitor, but Joe, like Celeste was amazing. You should have seen the show that Celeste put on, and she's using the janitor and getting the keys and access and everything. So there's like a murder and some papers, and we're doing our best. We're just trying to prove ourselves as detectives, even though I am already a detective fully 100%.
I love where this is going. Okay, let's continue with y'all giving the recap in character, and then I'll fill in any holes we have.
This is what I have.
Person body boily eyes.
Pretty
gross.
It was pretty gross. So.
All right.
Oh my God.
Janet, tell us about Bernie James.
Well, Bernie usually works as a bartender, but as we are in the throes of prohibition, that's a bit more of a riskier job these days. So she's quite gifted in the way of keeping secrets and getting around perhaps legal obstacles or physical ones. And, being personable with the right people at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and do you want to take up where Shyla left off in the recap there? What stood out to you from our last session? And if it's nothing, that's fine too.
That wasn't everything.
That wasn't everything. So we found these papers in the wall, and they were forgeries. So now we know this guy who's working at the university has kind of a double job, doing this shady work, which I respect to a degree. But it sort of led us to a different line of thinking and questioning, and now we're in a morgue, right?
Yes. Sure.
And things are really heating up.
Okay, Celeste Claire, please reintroduce us to yourself.
Yes, I am Celeste Claire. I am known as La Sirène on the streets, the mermaid, a showgirl from Paris who's just visiting Arkham, doing a few shows here and there. And yes, she knows the dean personally and is getting to know these two a little more personally too.
Intimately? I hope.
Okay.
What?
Not in
the night
real
is
time
young.
so far, but yeah, anything could happen. It's your scenario to play out. All right, so let me tell you all a little bit more about what happened last time. So these three were called in. We have a showgirl, a private detective that might be a child wearing her parents' coat.
I'm absolutely. I'm in my 20s.
Bold of you to assume she has parental supervision.
That's true. And a bartender. They all walk into the dean's office. Dean Bryce Fallon, the dean at Miskatonic University, who is very concerned about finding the missing Arkham Witch Trials documents. These documents were entrusted to the university and given over to a Professor Charles Leader, who is now deceased. Charles Leader was searching through these papers. Things we know about Charles Leader is he was a known gambler and a ladies' man, but not really true to his word if you asked his assistant, Amelia Clark?
Court.
Court. I have a list.
Oh, I have notes. I forgot.
Oh, good. You've spoken to many people around the university. You've spoken to Harlan Roach, a rival professor. You've met Lucy Stone, who was the paramour of the deceased. And of course, you've met Dr. John Wheatcroft, who is the medical examiner in this case, as well as a professor at the medical school right here on the grounds of the university. Also, at the home, before that, you went to the Hibbs Roadhouse, where Bernie is employed as a bartender. But when you went in the afternoon, you ran into Oakes and Shaughnessy, two rather unsavory fellows that aren't afraid to get into a scuff in their trench coats and fedoras. And Shyla intimidated them so intensely that one of them just gave you their fedora. Mm-hmm.
I have a hat.
Mm-hmm.
How could you forget?
Yeah. While you were at the home of Lucy Stone, Celeste, you were able to dig so deeply into her psyche that you saw an aura of death around her and of misery, and you gave her the name of a professional psychic that she could go to, and she promised she would. And then you headed back to the university. There are many other things that Celeste is very good at, involving interpersonal relations, and like getting the keys off of an old custodian because he was so entranced with trying to help you mop up the absinthe from your dress. And Bernie,
oh my God, I
you
forgot
can't mess with
about
Bernie.
that.
Bernie
get
is
it.
not to be messed with. Bernie, while you were in the office of Charles Leader, the deceased, and of course, you remember the sighting in the mirror. Something whispered to you, "Let me free." Before shaking the shutters, and you've seen a glowing red light in the distance at various times throughout the night. But Bernie, you had the astute reasoning that you wanted to go knock on the walls of his office, and behind his license to his diploma, you found an opening in the wall where you found some forgeries that you identified as such, that are colonial documents from the 1700s that looked very official, and one was mid being forged. Also, Celeste, you took a piece of the mirror with you, the broken mirror. And Shyla, you have with you a piece of art. It was an elaborate mandala, and the name on it was Cecil Hunter, who you learned from the dean
Guess
as an
what?
expelled student.
Cecil. And then that says Hunter.
Sure does.
Sure it does.
All right, let's get down to a little Call of Cthulhu, level up your character's business before we jump into the action, because I think it's really fun to do the investigator development phase, which means anytime you crush it on a roll, you don't need to push your roll, you don't need to spend luck to succeed, then you check that box. And we're just going to do it in mid-session because it's the beginning of our night tonight, and we're going to have you each roll to improve your skills. So Shyla, first, you're going to roll on psychology. Same with you, Celeste. And Bernie, you're rolling for listen. I want you to try and roll above that skill, even though we typically try and roll below it with your D100. And tell me whether or not you succeed in
I did it.
Success.
All right. So now roll a d10, and that's how many points you get to add to that skill.
So cool.
9.
9?
9?
I also got 9.
Okay.
What is wrong with you, Kate?
I think it's the only reason I'm alive. I'm just very lucky.
I believe that fully.
Yes, absolutely. All right. I've got a little character sheet here. So just in case someone has never played the game and wants to see what this sheet looks like, you
Just ignore the
let's
check
see.
marks because
Ignore
I
these
did
little
not
check marks.
realize.
Hey, don't even worry about it. Let's see. So if the box is checked, then you'll get to add on to your percentile score.
It's the psychology one, though, not those.
Yes.
When is that dancing skill going to come into play? Because I'm so excited.
There's a time and a place for everything.
Oh my God.
All right. Vanna, does that mean that you did not pass on your list?
Oh, I thought we were taking turns. Let me roll. I did it over.
Okay, roll a d10 and you get to add that to your listen skill. Now, Bernie, I'm not sure if you had a second thing that you checked. You can let me know if you think that there was.
I don't think so. Yeah.
No worries. But Shyla, you also intimidated the heck out of Oaks and Shaughnessy. So please roll your D100 over your intimidate score if you can. And then for Celeste, sleight of hand when you slid those keys off the custodian's belt.
Oh my God. I'm getting all stressed about it again.
Oh, I can be louder. Thank you for the note.
It is over.
Nice. Okay, roll a d10.
8.
What? Okay. What about Shyla?
I
have a question.
Yeah.
So the intimidate, I don't have any points in there so far. So do I just need to roll above a 0?
So you need to roll above
15%.
15, which is your starting skill.
It's 15.
In
Okay.
fact, I can share that.
Shyla is all done yelling at people. It's not going well for her.
Uh-oh. You
Yeah,
rolled
that-
low? Typically a good thing. Okay,
I rolled
great.
Wait, am I on that? Did I roll 100? I did roll 100 and I rolled 4.
Ooh, okay. No worries. No worries. Hey, you did fine with your intimidation checks last time, even though you had no skill added on to everybody has default starting levels. It worked well for you anyway. All right, one more thing you get to do in this development phase. Everyone has the ability to roll for luck and spend luck. So I want you all to do the same improvement check for luck. You're going to try and roll above your luck. And if you succeed, you may add a d10 to your current luck.
I did it. I succeeded.
Yeah, we can tell.
And then I rolled a 1. I hate my life.
I just
Don't
rolled a
laugh at me like
97.
that. So rude.
I'm a cruel keeper.
You
I
are.
did not succeed this time.
Hey, you're lucky enough as is. We're lucky to be in your presence. What about you,
That's
Shyla?
true.
I rolled a 97. She's back, baby. And then a 9 on the 10. Hello.
Okay.
What is wrong with you,
And
Kate?
now
You
that
are
you say
cheating. Kate is cheating.
I'm not seeing. Do you want to see my screen?
Yes.
I'm not seeing. I lost the roll.
Show me
But
all
that
your
would be a good
secrets.
lie because I put one wrong one and then no. But I'm telling the truth. I promise.
think-
and I'm
I think-
definitely in my 20s.
Are you two using dice? You're not
I'm
using.
using the screen. It's like a digital die, and I just go.
Oh,
click.
we've harmed Josephine.
Okay, well, I should at this point. I'm gonna give a shout out to my friends over at 9realmsgaming.com that sent me this dice tower. It's called Bloodwood. That's the color that they sent me. And you and me, Joe, we're rolling them real dice.
I'm upset.
Listen, many of my things are still in boxes.
Okay. I accept.
I need
that.
at least a whole year to unpack. Okay, give me a break.
I'll visit you
100%.
and I will unpack your boxes because there's
Okay.
nothing I love more than organizing.
Please come do that for me. Also,
Just stop halfway through that
build the
sentence.
furniture I refuse to build.
Yes,
I'll do that. Let me do that.
Kate, let's go. Let's book our
Oh my
tickets.
god! All right, I'm buying your plane tickets right now.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
folks. And also we need to buy Vanna some dice then.
I have dice. They're
Yeah,
just
but they're packed, so you need some fresh ones.
they're ruined.
All right.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
let's get back to the adventure. As I recall, you are in the morgue area of the medical school at Miskatonic University. You are standing there with Dr. John Weedcroft, who's there with you in the cold storage, and you're looking over the corpse. The one that Shyla really reminded us was it was flattened out from its very fetal position. She kept looking for a fetus. And it has a very distinct feature, which is it has no more pupils in its eyes. It's as if they were boiled. And you were looking around. The doctor had told you that some strange things. Yes, I told you that the flora within inside the gut, it was all gone, as if burned out, as if something had gone through its body and set it all aflame as he died of this mysterious heart attack. And I'm close to retirement. I need to sit down when I think too hard about it. It's not the body, you see, but the implications. What would you like to do?
I would like to ungraciously ask if this guy was electrocuted, because he seems like he was cooked alive, and his eyes were all boily. Maybe he was electrocuted through his boily eyes and then made them boily.
Sure.
What do you two think?
I've, not had much experience in seeing electrocuted bodies. Usually my bodies are a little warmer, but you seem to understand or have seen this before, Shyla?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Many, many times before. Lots of cases.
How?
I saw it with my eyes. Because
Okay.
mine aren't boily, so I made a whistle. Did you hear that? I went, oh, ah. Okay, so what happened to this shrimp fetus man?
Does anybody want to perform any sort of medical check or ask anything to the doctor specifically?
I would
Maybe
like
you go ahead. I'll wait.
Let's ask the old man. I will, we'll sit him down so that he is comfortable. And
I'm
yes,
already seated, my dear. I
Oh.
started thinking about how vile this death must have been.
Yes. And what else, your expertise is what we seek here. What else can you tell us about what you presume affected this man?
Yes, well, I've been teaching the 101 for the medical school students, and, well, normally I'll just, cut them open, and they give certain liquids that you pour in. They turn a color if it's a heart attack. I couldn't explain to you all of medical school, but, well, as he's talking, and the three of you are turned away looking at him, he's just, oh, God. Oh, no, oh! And he faints, and the lights go out.
Ooh.
I need all of you to give me your dexterity score.
It seemed like he was trying to sneeze, and it didn't go very well for him. So maybe
You
some
sneezed the damn
allergies.
lights out.
He did. Maybe he has one of those things.
We want under, we?
I just need your score. It's it's
Oh.
essentially initiative order.
Oh, my score is a 60.
Me too.
50, 55.
Celeste?
60 as well.
Okay.
Ooh, I don't like what you're doing over there.
Who?
The keeper's plotting.
There seems to be some
Oh.
emergency light system that comes on above you. It's faint and dim, and you can see just a one bulb in the corner that is sort of flickering. It hasn't been turned on since this system was installed, most likely. And right behind you, you hear.
Is that you, Bernie?
As you turn around.
No.
Professor Leader is sitting up, looking straight towards the cold
The dead guy.
wall.
The dead guy.
His eyes have no pupils. They're nothing but the whites bulging outward. And he slowly turns his head to look at you. You can hear the cracks and snaps after the rigor mortis has already set in. And
No.
Oh, Celeste, you were closest to the doctor, but Shyla, you were looking a little closer to see if he had been electrocuted, and he is going to make a grab for your arm.
May I instead offer you a hat to cover up those ghastly eyes?
You have an opportunity here to dodge if you would like.
Dodge!
Can you roll your dodge score?
Okay.
Hear me out. What if you just let it happen?
I mean, I was gonna walk right up and just put this hat on his head, but he doesn't seem too friendly, so... Wait, hot decks. Okay,
I'm frantically
Am I
looking
meant to
for
roll?
Bernie's hand.
I have to roll under, right?
Of course, Bernie finds Celeste's hand in the dark.
You have to
Why do
roll
I-
under.
Why is I can feel there's a love connection happening in this room. Just in my bones. Yes, I failed terribly.
Oh God!
Finally.
He grabbed your arm and pulled you closer because he got a surprise attack on you as you were unaware that he would become animated at this time. And I am going to say, let's go with let's see, Celeste and Bernie have the same dexterity score. I'm going to say that Celeste, you get to take the next action. Would you like to declare what you'd like to do? Because the zombie corpse of Mr. Charles Leader looks like he wants to destroy each of you.
May I say something really quickly? Just as he grabs me, I go, "Oh, okay, lovebirds, you gotta help me. This guy's dead breath is way worse than gingivitis, which I'm pretty sure is a fake disease, but geez, you gotta help." Thank you. That's what
What a time to get on your soapbox about gingivitis. Okay.
Yeah, it's not fun for anybody. Celeste?
In this system, are the turns happening simultaneously or is it in order?
They are in order, but if you would like, you could declare your intent, and then we can trigger your action based on something else happening. And you can hold your action for now if you like.
Okay, so the cadaver or whatever has already grabbed Shyla?
It has. I'm going around and going to get everybody to declare their intent, and then we'll see. It was successful in grabbing hold
I
of
would
Shyla.
like. Could I try to do almost like a dance maneuver, and just do a high kick and try to bring it down on his arm?
Yes!
Absolutely. you can.
Iconic.
Okay, yes, because he hasn't yet done any damage, but he has just gripped Shyla.
I do not let go of Bernie's hand because I need the support.
Absolutely. I am a boulder for you, Celeste. Absolutely. Also a little disappointed that you said, "Can I do this?" instead of can I do this?
It was implied.
It was implied. Okay. The silent can.
Many silent letters in French, so.
All right, give me a roll for dance.
Oh, okay. Oui. Okay. Oh, no, merde. No, it's a fail.
Okay,
No.
as you turned from the doctor and your instincts kick in to can your way, you're just a little bit out of range, and one kick is not quick enough to get all the way back to the medical table. Bernie.
I guess
Need a little more help, please, Bernie.
I am gonna pull out my gun.
All right. Awesome. So what I was supposed to do was have you all declare your intent, because any firearm is going to go before anything else in dexterity order.
Have you seen her dancing? Her legs can move like lightning.
Yeah, I
true.
get it. I
That
have
is-
to reach
that's
in the back of my
tactical.
pants. I have to maneuver around my suspenders, my collectible.
You're right. You're right. That can is faster than a speeding bullet, but as soon as you get your gun free, Bernie, I want you to, let's see, this is a pistol, yeah?
It's a 32 revolver.
Ooh, okay, so give me your handgun roll and describe to me what happens.
Bernie, I'm glad you have that, but do you by chance have a license to carry a
Wow.
firearm?
I failed harder than anyone has ever failed in their entire
Bernie does not have a license.
What was your roll?
98.
That's what's known as a fumble.
No.
Yeah, so I think that gun does go off. And Shyla, can you give me one more dodge?
Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely joking my britches right now?
No, I'm not. I'm
A
not
fumble
joking
is
your
almost a
britches.
critical fail.
Oh my god.
Those terms.
Well,
It's because I fumbled my can and I was holding on to
That's
Bernie. and
right.
I
You
threw off
jerked me
balance.
down, and I was like, "Yeehaw, motherfuckers!"
Did you fail?
I feel so terribly. I think this guy's face is really like here, and it's just, he has a lot
Oh,
of
this
smells.
time it's the gun.
A lot of smells.
Um,
Yes, I
You
also
didn't fumble
probably.
though, right? A 96 and above is what we'll call a fumble.
No.
Okay.
What'd you roll?
64.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're not able to pull out of the way, and Bernie, with the one light that's flickering, you pull out your pistol. It's at close range, and you're frightened. There's not much room in between you and Shyla and this zombie come to life. You're holding on to Celeste's hand as you fire, and it's going to. You fire before you've even fully raised it to eye level, and it shoots Shyla in the leg. And let's see, it's going to do.
Which leg and which part?
Is it a major artery?
Shyla, you're going to lose 3 HP. It barely
Ooh.
skims.
Barely?
The thigh.
That's like
I
a
mean-
third of my HP.
Holy shit.
It hits you in the thigh. You've taken a bullet, Shyla.
Can
But
I
now
act
it is
it
your
out?
turn to act.
Can you?
Okay.
It's
Hang
your
on a
turn to
second.
act. Get out.
I'm ready to act. Hold on.
And
You
action.
do an act.
No, man, get off me. Your breath is terrible. Gingivitis is a fake disease created by
Dang.
companies to clear their teeth. Oh my gosh, leg. Oh my god. Ah!
That's your action.
That's it.
Would you like to do anything to fight back?
Yes.
Question. Is the zombie sitting on the table or is he standing now?
He's sitting on the table.
Does the noise startle him at least? And he lets go of Shyla.
His eyes turn over to
I'm flipping the table.
where the gun was fired.
How do you tell where his eyes are if he ain't got no
Oh, you're right.
pupils?
Yeah, his pupilless, bulbous things were kind of slowly turning to Shyla, but they jerk over in your direction.
Okay.
Does he let go of her?
No.
I'm on the ground now. Are you still holding me? Okay, well, I see him do this crazy little looking thing at my friends and the little lovebirds, and they have a story to play out. So I will sacrifice myself. I'm going to take my hat off and just put it over his face. Just very gently. Just
I
put
don't
it
think
right there.
he's using those eyes.
I'm just
I
gonna.
don't know what that's gonna do.
Maybe it will confuse him. Power of confusion. I don't know. Maybe it'll help. Just gently put the. Get off me, man! My leg really hurts. Here's
Okay,
my-
so as you put the fedora over his eyes, you're grappling to get him off of your arm with the other arm. So can you give me a roll for brawling under fighting?
Do I have to?
This is just to see if you're able to pull away.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
that
What'd you roll?
A 37, which is way, it's over by like 15.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He grabs you, and he was just holding on to you before, but slowly the grip has been tightening. You can see your arm underneath starting to turn white. Where are my dice? This is why digital dice are helpful, but
See,
You're hurting
All right.
Josephine's feelings, please.
I have a lot of real dice. It's okay.
let's see. He's going
Where are
to do-
they?
They're in my butt. I don't know. They're on the shelf somewhere.
I knew you were gonna say that. How did I know you were gonna say that?
Ooh,
Why
okay,
we're
you got lucky. He already had succeeded, and he does 3 more damage as he grips, and you feel your bone underneath his hand start to splinter. You think it's starting to fracture those tender wrist muscles as he squeezes tighter and tighter. And he lunges at you with his mouth open. And Shyla, can you take 3 more
Oh my
damage?
God!
How many hit points do
Die!
you have?
Total hit points.
This is
that you
completely ridiculous and absolute bullshit. I did not sign up for this. My mouth is very dry out of fear. I just realized.
got. Celeste, what would you like to do?
Oh my God!
Well, can I do some sort of combination of occult and persuasion and try to speak to the cadaver and say, stop, we mean you no harm. We are here to help you.
This is a zombie at this point, so you can try, but I'm going to want an extreme success because he doesn't even have intelligence.
I mean, but his soul is in there somewhere, ain't it?
Have you tried a different accent? Perhaps a zombie accent, like.
Mm.
That was not a zombie. That was a cat.
That was a cat. Oh. I mean, this is just evolving while I'm dying.
Okay, if you think
Whose
it's
fault is
very
that?
clear that we would not
It's going to be an extreme success. You can try and roll it, but that will be your action for the turn.
Okay, I can try. Is this charm or persuade?
I'd accept either.
Okay.
An extreme is the small number. The small number.
The smallest of small.
He's very small. Okay, can I change?
Sure, yeah. If you want to think about it, actually, if everybody wants to declare their intent, like if Bernie you would like to fire again, that would jump ahead.
I will pull out my hair clasp that is a switchblade and
Oh my God.
move forward to try and stab it into the arm that is holding Shyla, yes.
Excellent. And then if everybody wants to declare their intent for the round so we can determine the order. Bernie, what are you going to do?
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna do the gun thing again. It's not work out.
You can do it.
Roll a 99. You're 98.
I'm just gonna
All better.
I can't believe I shot you. Can I try and pry the fingers off of Shyla's arm?
Yeah, absolutely. And then Shyla, what are you going to do in this round?
Well, I'm equally afraid of the zombie and my friends now. So
Yeah.
I think while he's holding me, I think I'm just gonna go shrimp feelers, and I'm just gonna protect myself. But while I'm down here, I'm gonna use spot hidden to look for the weak spot in his spine. The place where we would kick it, and his whole body would evaporate into dust, because that's what happens.
Naturally, that part of zombie anatomy. Okay. Celeste, how about you describe to me with your hairpin switchblade? Give me a roll for, that'll be your fighting brawl to operate said switchblade.
No.
No, I'm sorry I've not been representing this option, but you may always push the roll, which maybe I should have offered to Havana when she shot Sheila.
You may 96.
Oh my God! We're gonna kill Shyla.
Yeah, that's
Listen,
not good.
I'm getting in Shyla's way so I can be stabbed.
What is pushing it?
Push
Again,
means you
sorry.
roll,
No, Bernie.
but the consequences are potentially much worse for
Well,
families.
it's already such a bad roll, right?
I
might as well. But what is the likelihood that I roll another 96 or higher?
Low. She can
Exactly.
do a push even when it's a critical failure.
Technically, you're not supposed to push, and you can push on a fumble. Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true. It doesn't matter. We are now.
Okay.
Do what you want.
I'm going to push it. It's still a fail, but just barely. Wait. No, and that means I cannot use luck.
Pushed roll.
It's a fail.
Okay. The zombie. You do stab into his arm, and he feels nothing. Nothing will stop him. He has strength that is beyond that of what he had in life. And he seems to not even feel as your switchblade just goes through his flesh.
What?
Bernie.
What? What,
the
Kate?
zombie.
It's not my turn, but I have an idea.
Sure, you want to change your action?
Yes.
Okay, technically Bernie acts next, but if you want to describe it, go ahead.
Okay, when Celeste comes over to try and stab, Shyla remembers the piece of mirror that she has, and she grabs it with her free arm and then turns it towards Mr. No Eyes.
Look how disgusting you look.
Absolutely. All right, as you're reaching for it, Bernie, you were about to try and pry the fingers away. Let's see how you do with a fighting brawl roll.
A brawl. Okay.
This
I
guy.
think,
I got a 17.
That is
Ooh.
incredible. Go ahead and check that box for me if you would.
Thank you. That's so nice of you.
Okay, and then let's see what kind of damage you do unarmed. Let's give
Unarmed,
you.
I have a D3 plus my DB.
Yes. So that's going to be 2. That your DB is your damage bonus. If you are a particularly large character, then you will be able.
My damage bonus says it's -1.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Then you do 1 damage. Yeah. Shyla, it's your turn. You grab for the mirror shard in Celeste's bag.
So she's I. She is I is she. She's going. Hey, Celeste. Oh wait, boily eyes. Look how gross you are, hoping for something better.
Okay. Give me a roll for occult. If you don't have anything particular in it, it would be a 5.
Oof.
So it was very nice meeting you, Bernie and Celeste.
There's still time.
Is there? I was making death rattles there. So, not go.
You hold it up to his face, but because he no longer has eyes, he's not able to see his own hideous nature. And continues, he releases you and he starts to go for Celeste, who has just put something into his arm, whether or not it impeded his movement, and starts reaching out for her as he goes to grab. And now is actually his chance. Let's see. Celeste, can you please roll your dodge for me?
Oh my god. I got his hand off you, and then you went back up to him instead of getting away from him.
Wait, who?
Shyla!
Oh, Shyla, yes.
Wait, what?
My
I pried
dodge
his
is
hand off you, and instead of getting away from him, you shoved your hand back in his face.
Oh, because I
Can,
was getting order.
Does a skill in dance have any sort of effect in agility of dodging?
Sure. Give me your dance roll if you're going to dance out of the way. But he actually is not able to grab you because you quickly move out of the way. He failed his roll, so you don't have to roll.
Oh, okay.
He swipes in your direction and starts moving off of the table. Coming for you, Celeste. And now is a new round of combat. Would you, as a group, like to stay here. You're welcome to run, and you're welcome to continue fighting.
Somebody grab a body bag and sleeping bag. This this man.
What is the old man doing? What is the mortician? He fainted.
What?
Oh.
Oh, he fainted.
He may have hit his head.
Offer him a sacrifice.
Oh my god.
I'm desperate. I'm nearly dead.
So just quick question, really quick. He's turning away from Shiloh and I to go after Celeste. Is there anything like on the back side of him that we could see, like any sort of symbol or abnormality that we couldn't see before? I imagine if he's off the table and moving towards Celeste, we have like a view of his back, but also the sheet is probably fallen off. So probably got like an uninterrupted nude man booty to check out.
Yeah, absolutely. Check out that nude man booty. We'll have you roll for spot hidden in just a moment. Would anyone else like to do anything?
Did I say something? I was just dodging his attack, right? I haven't.
Yeah. What would you like to do in this next round? You're going to be the first to act, Celeste.
Oh, does he have? Oh, I don't know if this is stupid. He's got clothing on him.
No. He was on the autopsy table.
Has,
there is a white sheet that was sort of draped over, that was pulled back and has now fallen to the floor.
I am going to, if you would allow me, to take my flask of absinthe and try to pour it over his body. Like splash him with absinthe and then take my lighter and throw it at him.
Yes.
We'll let you.
Oh my god!
I don't know if it's 2 actions or.
Yeah, no, I think you're able to splash the absinthe and give me a throw check.
Oh shit!
Can I just tell you that I was looking up which morgue chemicals were flammable to do what my baby just did? I'm so proud. So proud. So proud.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of formaldehyde in there.
I don't know if it's flammable.
No, I failed. I don't have enough points to. It's just too far off. Are you asking me if I'd like to put
your lighter and no luck. Just in the moment when you need it most, you need to refill that oil. Would you like to push the roll?
I mean, I only have a 20. I only have a 20. It's not likely that I pass.
You gotta believe.
Okay. I should have. I don't know. Okay. No.
Worse? Oh no.
You continue flicking the lighter as you've thrown absinthe on his skin, and he seems to react to it negatively. It seems to burn slightly when it touches his flesh, or what used to be human flesh and is now just cold. And he swipes at you, Celeste. He is furious, and you seem to slip on the absinthe on the floor, and you.
Nuh-uh.
She's a dancer.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't slip. She is made of grace.
Okay,
Take
Bernie,
it back.
I'm going to do a spot hidden roll, and I'll let you do an additional action as well if you want to first, check out with spot hidden and then make something.
16.
16. Check that box. You do see on his back a huge inscribed circular drawing with ornate circular, closely illustrated geometric shapes. It almost
Is it the
looks
mandala from the drawing?
It looks very similar. It looks like a capable hand could have recreated something similar. An chemical formula with diagrams that seem to an untrained eye to be several hundred years old in origin.
But it looks exactly the same as the drawing we have, or just similar?
drawing. Not exactly the same.
How does it look like it's been put onto his skin? Like a tattoo or like ironed on there?
His skin, like
Say
a
it again.
brand. It looks burned in like a brand. It is a fiery kind of like it's. There's a red infected look to it. Would you like to? I'll let you have an additional action if you'd like, since that was just looking with your eyeballs.
So I think she has a theory if she interrupts the design, then maybe it'll interrupt the animation of the corpse. So she's gonna grab a scalpel.
Scalpel?
I almost said a scaffold. She grabs all the scaffolding, a scalpel off, the nearby tray, I imagine, near the morgue table, and tries to slice a line through the entire design to interrupt the synchronicity of it, I guess. Okay.
Absolutely. Okay, give me a fighting brawl roll.
It doesn't matter if it's checked right now.
No.
Like, does that affect this roll? Okay, just next session.
Improve the skill at a later session.
Okay. How much luck can I use on a roll?
Half's rule, no more than 10.
Okay, can I push it?
Push.
Push it out.
26, let's go.
Let's go. Lunge forward, and can you describe to me how you successfully disrupt this pattern on his back?
I think this is just like a weird hunch. So she sees the design, registers it with the drawing, and reaches for the tray, grabs the scalpel, and just tries to dig into the skin as much as she can and pull it through as much as she can to interrupt as much of the intricacies of the line work as possible.
As you do, he freezes and screeches, but the sound that he makes doesn't sound like the zombie noises you've been listening to, nor does it even sound male. It sounds feminine, yet ancient. Set me free. And all these sounds are sort of ambient around you. Some seem to be coming from the shard of glass mirror that fell onto the table as Shyla dropped it. And the zombie crumples. His skin starts to just flame, starting from the opening on his back. And it just starts to, the skin furls back and starts to flame. And the lights come back on.
His breath smelled pretty bad, but burning corpse flesh smells worse.
Are they still moving?
It's no longer animate, no. It seems
Did it
as all
fall, or is it like in place?
It is crumpled. It seems that whatever was animating this corpse is no longer within it.
I pick myself up off the floor and go over to Bernie.
Oh, no, Bernie would totally run over and try and help you up and help Shyla up.
Yeah, you two helping each other up, and
amazing.
Shyla's just like
Bleeding out. Like,
As Bernie's leaning over Celeste to check if she's all right and leaning in close, right next to you, Celeste, on the ground is the old man, the doctor, and his eyes flicker open and he turns his head. He's still laying on the ground, just looks at you. Hi.
What a creep.
Shyla's like,
hello.
Hi.
I put my hand on his shoulder and presumably take Bernice's hand to just sort of leverage my way back up.
What did I miss?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my, he sees the corpse. I've got some cleaning up to do. And I think this will be the year I retire.
Yeah, not a bad idea after what we've seen here. Shyla, are you all right?
yeah, I'm absolutely fine. And nope, I'm bleeding out. I'm
I'm
bleeding
so
out.
sorry.
Shyla.
Oh God, Shyla has been shot.
You're
Yes.
kind of like a doctor. Fix her up.
Well, I am entirely a doctor.
Then fix
All
her
right.
up.
Yes, help us, please.
Certainly. Now my back isn't what it used to be. Could you please place her on one of this empty table right here?
Celeste, will you pick me up, please? If I'm going to die, I want to at least have been in your arms once.
I will go to pick up Shyla. I'm very used to many of our dance maneuvers of
Thank you.
lifting and whatever else needs to happen.
Look, Bernie, it's nice.
He rolls over the tall tray that has a scalpel on it, and he pulls a long medical pair of tweezers, and he says, "This may hurt a bit." And he turns to you, Celeste, and says, "Do you have any of that? Do I smell absinthe?
Oui, absinthe, bien
I
sûr.
want to give some to your friend."
I will grab the flask and just give some to. Oh, d'accord. Okay, and I will gently lift Shyla's head and bring the flask to her lips and say, "Drink, my child."
I can't drink that. I'm under. I mean, yes, I have this all the time. Thank you.
Oh my God.
It's
Okay.
okay. We do it the French style. It's okay.
What does that mean? Explain.
All right. Shyla, you can heal. Let's see.
Oh my God.
2 points.
2.
He takes the tweezers and pulls the small bullet out of your thigh, and then he takes gauze and he's cut your pant leg as you were dressed as a male investigator in a long trench coat. He doesn't cut the coat at all, but the pant leg has to come off.
Better not.
And he wraps gauze all around your leg. And all right, that's about all I can do here. You'll want to go to a regular hospital to check in on that before
Can
too
You
long.
do not have any.
Painkillers.
Yes.
Yep. The ow, and then the ow, and the ow, and the ow.
Medicine to help with Mr.'s pain.
Oh, certainly. Well, down here is our cold storage. But let me see if I have anything in my office. And typically down here, we're used to working with the non-living. And he shambles
anything.
out of, starts going up the stairs. You saw that his office was right at the top of the stairs in this medical building. And do you follow him?
Yes, I would. Yeah.
Do you want to grab anything that you may have left?
A lighter. Yes.
The hairpin and switch
in. I
still-
put my hairpin back in.
Awesome.
Perfect. I think Bernie, before they leave, is going to take a sketch of the design on the back. Or not take a sketch, but make a quick sketch on like she can find like a pen and paper or borrow Shyla's if she dropped it.
I'm sure Shyla will loan you her notebook for that purpose. All right. The doctor comes back in, offers you pills, and where would you like to head to next? You,
I think
of course, have access to Celeste's penthouse suite at the Hypnos Hotel.
Mhm.
There's also, you've also learned of a few different names of people. And you do
there
have in Shyla's possession.
Oh yeah, to the cottage, right?
Cecil.
Yes, Peter's cottage that he lived in nearby the campus.
Is there a mechanic for healing? Like over what time is it? I don't remember. Did we do this in the morning or at night or?
Yeah, I think that, let's see, you were at Lucy's apartment just around dusk, and then you came back to the university. I think it's about 11 p.m.
Is this something that we resume in the morning? Like, would she benefit health-wise from rest? Is that a thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll allow you to make a first aid roll for the night, and then if you're going to take the night and
Yes, you're all
at the
welcome.
house, then you could roll again for first aid in the morning.
You're all welcome back to my hotel. To my, it is a spacious penthouse suite.
That would sound. Is anyone else seeing these crazy colors right now? That's it.
Oh, how much did
Wow.
you take? Oh no.
That's special, but my leg doesn't hurt anymore. So my arm still hurts a little. It's better now. Okay, we can go.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think that just means that the drugs are working, Shyla. So no worries.
The where's?
Don't worry about it.
No, where's my hat?
Did the morgue employee doing taking the bullet out and bandaging and giving drugs? Did that affect her HP at all?
Yeah, she gained back 2 health.
Oh, okay. I
Two.
must have just missed that. Sorry. Right. Well.
It was so small.
Huh?
You missed it because it was feeble. It was a small number.
I mean, when your HP's 9, 2's a lot.
Yeah, but what you lost 6, right?
Oh my god.
7.
No,
Okay.
just 6. And then you gain
I
back 2.
lost 2 3s and then a 1.
Well,
Huh?
I think maybe our next priority is trying to, hunt down this Cecil Hunter guy, and it being so late and all, we might be a little suspicious trying to go around there so late in the
Right.
evening. So I think maybe resting
that-
up.
When you brought his name up to the dean, and if this isn't what actually happened, it is now. I believe when you brought his name up and he went through the filing cabinets of student records and told you about his spotted history, he actually had a address on file
Yeah.
for Cecil.
Yeah. But I think if
Okay.
we went over there if we didn't get there till midnight, that would be weird in general, and then also maybe wouldn't get a response.
We can make a plan of attack for the morning as soon as we wake.
Let's say that this scene has ended and that you are now in the penthouse suite at
Oh.
the Hypnos Hotel.
Ooh.
It is beautifully extravagant. There are folding 3-part partitions everywhere. You look a truly glorious place. And as you opened the door to this incredible suite, I imagine it's got sort of a living room area as well as a beautiful boudoir bedroom with a 4-poster bed and a view of the city out of large windows. As you open the door to the suite with your key, Celeste, there are 2 letters lying on the ground as if they've been slipped under the door.
Ooh. I will pick them up.
One
Does-
seems to be perfumed and in a pink envelope. It says your
Mm.
name in elaborate scrawl.
And the other?
It just says it's unmarked.
It's unmarked. Okay. I will open the pink one very quickly. So make yourselves at home. See what it says. Who
These are
it's from.
some nice digs, Celeste. They really put you up when you travel, don't they?
You have dogs?
Yes.
What?
There are dogs? Where are you seeing dogs? You said you have nice dogs. I don't see.
I said
Mm.
digs.
Yes.
Oh.
We can
okay.
make a dog happen if that is what you need.
I would love that. They're very nice and they don't judge you as a person.
I'm sure there is a little puppy in the bedroom in my chambers.
I will
Why?
See you later. Going.
Because why not?
Not sure we need to bring an animal into this.
Now the animal will stay here, safe, protected forever. What does the pink letter say?
It is from Bryce Fallon. It is flowery language, speaking of your infinite beauty and how wise you are, how noble to take on this case, and how he would very much like to see you soon.
Yes.
Not in a professional context. And then it goes on to describe some adventures the 2 of you had.
Wait,
Of course,
who's it from?
for anyone
The
just
dean?
joining, the dean is the one who sent these 3 on their assignment, asked them to keep it hush hush while they look for the Arkham Witch Trials papers, which have gone missing.
Yes. I will add it to a pile. And then I will open the next letter.
The next letter is from a man named Abner Wick. His card falls out as you open the letter, and it is for a shop called Unconsidered Trifles. It says overstuffed antiques of all types, overstuffed with antiques, and it's actually just a short note saying, I am aware of your current goings on, and I invite you to dinner this very evening on October 4th at the Crawford Restaurant at 6 o'clock. Please
Oh.
join me, and perhaps I could help you in your investigation.
Wait.
Mesdames, we've been invited to dinner by a what was his name?
Abner Wick.
Mr. Abner Wick.
Did we miss it? It says tonight, and it's
That's
far past
actually
6.
it's midnight on the next day. It will occur.
At 6. Wait, 6 o'clock?
6 tomorrow.
Yes. For dinner tomorrow night for all of us. He says he will help us with our investigation.
Well, if it's a public place, I don't think we're putting ourselves in too much of a situation to go there.
Do I know did he put the restaurant? Do I know it?
You do know it. You've been brought there by Bryce when you've come to visit before, if you've been here before, or rather, it's a very upscale place, Crawford's Restaurant.
Okay.
Shall
What are
we
you guys
say that
talking
you
about
stay
in
to
here?
sleep for the evening?
Oh,
begin
yes.
again?
We will tell you in the morning, Shaila. You just focus on resting and feeling better.
And
What
I
are the
think
sleeping arrangements?
your dog's missing, so
Yeah.
and find it in there. I'll just sleep on the floor. I feel
Your
like
dog is missing.
I will direct Shaila to a chaise longue that is surely there so that she can lie back and put a little cover on her.
that was such a beautiful word. Could you say that again?
The chaise longue?
Chaise longue. That's so nice. It's so romantic. Thank you.
One more time.
Holy cow.
Chaise longue.
Oui,
Chaise-
c'est une chaise longue.
Chaise. It's like it's hard to do with my mouth parts.
Oh, yes. Well, just calm your mouth parts for tonight and
Okay.
you can use them again in the morning.
Keep it.
Excellent.
Sleepy time.
And there's a couch. There is a very large king size bed. I do not mind sharing. I will stay on my side. You need not worry. It's up to
right.
you.
I don't want to impose. I mean, you're a woman of means. You probably need your space and your all the covers and.
I do not mean anything untoward. I've been in many more precarious sleeping situations, so do not worry. Whatever makes you most comfortable.
Okay,
I would be fine.
Well, normally I sleep on a couch at the bar, so sleeping in a bed for once would be nice. But
Celeste like disrobes and just changes into her nightgown, like in the open, because she does not care, and is
Excellent.
just changing and
Up,
talking,
Shyla.
and sort of, just getting herself ready. Yes. Anyway,
Bernie takes her hat off. Bernie removes her hat and suspenders, and then has nothing else to. That's just gonna leave her pants on.
For safety.
Well, I don't have a nightie.
you may
Just,
borrow anything that you see. What's mine is yours. Okay.
Fashion show.
Help yourself. And she just like unceremoniously just goes and just tucks herself in and like falls asleep immediately.
Perfect. I think Bernie's gonna try on one of Celeste's nightgowns.
Do it.
What does it look like?
Oh, there's so many options. You
I
find
imagine is made of silk, right?
Yes,
Mm.
yes. For the nightgowns, yes. When you open, there's also just lots of, you'll notice, show outfits as well with lots of sparkles and feathers and rhinestones and what have you. But then there's some much more simple, yes, silk gowns and also robes.
Yeah, I think Bernie goes for like the opposite of how she normally dresses. So maybe like a bright color nightgown with like some sort of like floral imprinted robe, and is like checking herself out in the mirror and like, okay.
All right. This is absolutely fabulous. And as much as I would love to get back to the horror, this sexy scene of trying on nightgowns feels like the perfect place to take our mid-episode break. We're going to take 10 minutes, everybody. And when we come back, we will get into what else these three get up to as they search for the Arkham Witch Trials papers that have gone missing. Don't go anywhere. Please stay tuned. And you three, this was pretty spicy in the Hypnos Hotel this evening. We'll see you back here in 10.
It's hot. It's hot.
and welcome back to the Calyx. I'm Becca Scott, and you already knew that because you've been watching, and thank you for sticking around. We have so much more adventure for you this evening. I want to one more time thank our sponsor, Chaosium. Chaosium doesn't just publish Call of Cthulhu, they also publish RuneQuest and 7th. You can find all of their stuff at chaosium.com. They've been publishing this stuff for 40 years, and anytime you buy a hardcover book, you also get the PDF version for free, shipping worldwide. Saying that because we love them and they're sponsoring this episode. So thanks so much to Call of Cthulhu and Chaosium. And yes, you too could have a keeper rule book like this one. I thought the dog was coming in. All right, let's get back into this adventure right now as everyone's chewing their candies. And may I just say, happy Halloween, everyone. Also, big congratulations to 2 of our winners because we are doing a giveaway of the starter set for Call of Cthulhu. Congratulations to the Kodiak Jew and the Real Benjamin. Real Mr. Benjamin. I'm sorry. Pardon me. How embarrassing. All right. Let's get back to it with our incredible investigators. Celeste Auclair chewing her gummies. Shyla Mustair.
I'm not eating all of your food. I'm so sorry, Celeste.
And Bernice Bernie James. I love that everyone has something in their mouth. In fact, I got jealous because in private chat we were talking about candy, and this is my Jolly Rancher that I spit out.
I don't have any candy. Thanks for
Look at
rubbing
that.
it in.
That looks like candy in your arms right there.
I found the dog in the hotel.
There it is.
There it is. I found it.
Yes. Well, what's happened so far is the 3 of you have been tasked by the dean at the university to search for the missing Arkham witch trial papers, mysterious documents from the late 1600s that have gone missing, coinciding with the death of a professor. We've talked to some people and found out some things, but mostly this evening, you've just had to deal with a zombie attack that is the professor himself that was reanimated. And Bernie, of course, was able to find some sigils upon the zombie's back and disarmed him in that way. All right. Now, the 3 of you awaken in this beautiful suite that belongs to Celeste. And inside of the what is it? The Hypnos Hotel.
Hypnos Hotel, yeah.
You know you have done a reservation this evening with a strange gentleman that has left just an anonymous note. Well, not anonymous. His name and his business card is there. That says a dealer of antiquities. Otherwise, you have some leads, but it is up to you where you go next.
Okay.
Daddy, don't go. Oh.
Who?
What?
Did you say daddy?
That's Daddy?
Shit. That's, never mind.
The plot.
Is Shyla looking more healthy at all?
Yeah, Shyla, well, let's see what you were able to do last night, and let's see what you were able to do this morning, because Shyla was shot in the buttocks with a pistol
my
at
butt
close range, as well as, oh, sorry, thigh. It was a thigh, yes.
No, it's my butt now. I don't care. It's my butt.
Okay.
It travels. It's a
It went
moving
upward
shot.
somehow.
Well, the bullet was
Through the
removed,
butt.
but
That's very tempting.
yes, it was just below the buttocks. Okay, so give me, let's see, is someone else performing the first aid, or is Shyla doing it to herself?
Does anyone have first aid? What is
Actually, all 3 of you can, if you'd like.
You could kind of just try and mimic how
Yes.
the doctor put the bandages on.
Where is that?
First aid is in the second column.
Okay.
Roll for
About
first
halfway
aid.
down.
Okay. So we can all roll to help or
Sure.
to try?
Ooh, I make it worse. I rolled a 71.
Okay.
Well, I
You
rolled
don't
a
know much
5.
about first aid. You may be a bartender, but you're used to breaking glass over people's heads and
I
and
got
not
a
used to
5.
taking it out.
GG!
A 5. Well, go ahead and check your first aid skill, Celeste, because that is incredible.
Okay.
And Shyla, you're going to get to heal 1 HP from a successful first aid roll.
Yay!
If that is from the night before, can we just say that I sang her a sweet lullaby as she dozed away?
Because 5 is an extreme success, I'll say whatever bandages you re-rolled and wrapping her wrist, which was also perhaps fractured because of a strong zombie grab, then you also wrap that. And let's say with your extreme success, I'll allow you to do 1 more healing of HP in the morning. What a great nurse.
Wonderful.
It's
Awesome.
those dainty hands.
Thank you so much for healing me and saving my life. I have a lot more left to give the world, and you're making me believe in the power of love. And I tried
Are
to
you
fix my arm by
talking
saying nice things
like-
to it, and it didn't work. So thank you so much.
Why
Now-
are you talking like that?
Yes.
I'm trying.
I imagine there's a breakfast laid out in the nook that was delivered by room service. And
Oui.
oui,
I found it. Thank you.
And you're all looking at the items that you've found. Of course, Shyla still has the key to Charles Leader's cottage and the mandala type art that was found that belongs to Cecil Hunter, and a note scrawled with Cecil Hunter's last known address when he was enrolled in Miskatonic University before being expunged from their records.
So we know we have dinner at 6. So where do we want to go before that? Do we want to find Cecil, or do we want to explore the cottage?
I mean, really, I'd like to go shopping with you, and you can put me in some of those nice robes and dresses you have in your place, because that's nice. I see you dressed up, Bernie. Thanks for
Shyla,
including me in this one time. But,
No, you are.
What?
You.
Where?
Oh, can you give me a roll for stealth, Bernie?
Are you still wearing? Are you
No,
wearing?
definitely not. I think she woke up early to make sure she changed out of the robes
that's
before
great.
anyone saw her.
And
But
Shyla, give me a spot hidden.
I rolled a 78, so not great.
Not great. You have left some things that you thought you put back on the hangers, but they fell off in a silken heap below them.
Silk, that dastardly material.
It's slippery.
Shyla, did you succeed?
Those little buttworms making that magic slippy cloth? Yes, I did.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
silk
you
one.
definitely are aware that Bernie was up to something last night.
You look very flushed. Something going. Never mind. I would like to go see Cecil, because I would like to stop saying the name Cecil.
Yes. Well, Shyla, put on whatever you like for today, and you can
I'm not sure you should give her that power.
just grab something, whatever you like from the drawer, and you can put it on the way.
Shyla grabs a red
Alright.
slip, puts it on under all of her clothes, and then feels real fancy.
But still wearing the trench coat.
Oh yeah, it's like under everything. You can't see it because I have to be professional on the job. That's what grown-ups.
Well, you
that's
don't
what
have
people
pants
do.
anymore.
Excuse me.
Yeah, like
Yeah, your pants were ripped. It's true.
By who did?
The pant leg was cut off when the doctor took out your bullet.
So I thought he just cut out a little hole, and then these ladies said that my pants were gone, and I was keeping it their place.
Oh
so
no,
I thought
they
I
go
just
up the
wanted-
whole leg. They love destroying
Got it.
pants at the hospital.
Seems
It's a thing.
expensive.
their
That's very
favorite
annoying.
thing.
Yeah.
Slack. Sorry, slack.
I happen to have some. I happen to have pants. I have. It seems extra pairs of clothing that aren't necessarily my size.
Did you
just
kill a
at the
man?
ready? Oh, what a strange thing to
These other-
say.
No, okay. You just said these clothes aren't yours and they're different sizes. I just have to know. For sure.
According to your character sheets, all 3 of you are tiny.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably your
Yes.
clothes fit one another. All
But
right,
you
so
know.
you have dressed for the day, and you have decided to head to the last known address of Cecil Hunter that was on file at the university.
Oui.
I assume that you've taken the car that belongs to Celeste along with the driver. Is your means of
George.
getting around? George, of course, the
George.
driver. George. And Mhm. And as you stand, you're in a downtown area, and you're looking at a tall, very artsy building with high windows, with the grating in the windows, floor to ceiling. Looks like lofts all the way up, artist lofts kind of style. And as you walk
Sorry.
into the lobby, there is a large freight elevator in a central shaft inside. You can take it up. The address that you have written down says that he's on the 4th floor.
Well, is there anything we want to open up with? I'm not sure if this is going to be a welcome greeting from us.
Shall we take him some donuts?
I mean, everyone likes donuts.
Yeah.
Hey, the number
Do
of time
you-
I've eaten donuts that you actually out of game have brought to Bryson. It's
My
more than
favorite.
2 hands.
Do you have some?
There's some down there. That street.
Ooh, such a skill.
As you approach the address and the apartment number that you were looking for, you notice that the door is slightly ajar and it looks as though the locks have been broken.
Every time.
On the outside, or like we've gone up to the 4th floor and it looks like that?
You're on
Door.
the 4th floor, and as you
Okay.
approach down the hallway, you're seeing that the door is ajar.
Okay.
Take down the hair clip and ready the switchblade just in case. But Bernie, after you handled everything so well yesterday. So capable.
I shot
see my butt?
Shiloh.
Let's not talk.
I'm thinking about end
Evidence.
results. Sacrifices are always
Oh.
made on the way to stellar end results.
Right. Well, hopefully we don't have to relive that scenario. But
We've got
But
one
if
other
no one
back
is
to
in
the
front of
stone.
you, less chance of you shooting us too.
right, I'll go in first, and I'll have my gun out. Just stay behind me. Yes.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
As you nudge the door open, it just creaks and opens willingly. As you look around, there's a big empty space, high ceilings with the light streaking in, that morning light. And you just see near the windows, there's an area where it looks like he would sit on the floor and work. There's sort of a circular outward just mess of papers, of art, of supplies, and then let's see, on the other side of the area, you see a bed in one corner. There seems to be a room that could be a bathroom, and a meager kitchen-ish. It's kind of like a small stove and a small icebox on the opposite corner near the bed. A very large space, but not polished. The floors are like a scratched industrial cement.
So is the only other like dedicated room the bathroom, or is there like a door to another? Okay. Is the door to the bathroom open?
It is, yeah.
Did we knock on the door at all just to check or say anything? Or
We
Did
have
not.
to be quiet. We should see if anyone's inside. It's hard to whisper like this. And then we'll be too sneaky. So we
You can see that no one's in there. You've already, the door just kind of flew open the second Bernie kind of even touched a toe to it.
okay.
If I look back at the door, does it look like it had been opened and just left there, or does it look like the door has been like kicked in? Like, is the frame broken?
Yeah, the frame is broken. It looks like it was kicked in at some point. Someone had previously tried to close it, and it just sort of crept open a little bit.
I'd like to look around, or Shiloh would like to look around the room and see if she sees any cups or plates with food or liquid in it. She would like to see how moldy it is, see how long it's been.
Oh, okay. Sure. Give me a spot hidden roll, but you can definitely look inside the fridge. Just want to see how well you look around. Would anyone else like to do anything? Oh, sorry. 7. Oh, that's incredible.
Good.
Yes, that is quite a spot hidden roll. Can you go ahead and check that skill? Excellent.
Yep, my spot hidden. Yep, perfect.
Yeah, and that is something you'll get to improve next time we come to these characters. All right. As you demanded, we do.
We all demand.
Okay. As you go over to the kitchen area and you open the icebox, you grab out a glass vial of milk, as the milkman would naturally deliver, and it smells rancid. It smells at least a couple weeks old, and this icebox is not keeping things super cold.
So I found a clue. Here's the thing. Can somebody else find the smelly things? Because I've had it like up to here with the bad smells, the breath, the dead guy breath, and now you got this like crusty, what is floating? And that's not milk. That's not milk anymore. That's cheese. And he's been gone for a while.
Jeez.
And because you rolled so extremely well, I'll say that there's also a business card sitting they didn't know where to put it. The only surface that wasn't the floor was the stovetop. And there you see a card for the Arkham Sanitarium.
Well, I think this is it for the clues. A card. What does it say? Arkham Oh, we have another place to go, friends. Is George still waiting for us?
Bien sûr, always.
Okay, finish looking around. I will go.
Wait, is there a name on the business card?
It says the name of the head doctor that sort of overruns the whole place, the kind that you can get from the front desk. His name is Dr. Thaddeus Mortem.
So it says Dr. Overlord Thaddeus Mortem.
Overlord?
I just got from that. So, yes.
Maybe he was thinking of committing himself?
I mean, the ones who they don't know, the people that go into, they don't know they're crazy. And that's why they have to be put in there. So if he's thinking he's crazy, he's probably sane.
Right. Well, first of all, Shai, I'd like you to stop using such diminutive language in regards to people with mental health
I do understand.
conditions.
It is 1920, though.
And you know what? We can still be better in 1920.
Can I say I like bananas?
What?
Can we do that?
Yes, you can say that.
Okay, so the bananas, the people who have lots of bananas, the big bunches of bananas. I have a few bunches of bananas, so I feel like I can talk on the subject because it's relevant. They don't know. So if this guy thinks he's crazy and wants to put himself in the place, he's probably sane. But he's also probably dead because the milk is cheese. So
Right. Well, I'm just saying, you know, I'm not sure somebody would have made a house call to drop off that business card.
Yes.
While Shiloh's doing that, what do Bernie and Celeste do?
I am not a morning person, so I am simply watching them work while I smoke a cigarette by the window.
All right, Celeste, Bernie?
Huh? What?
Where are
Yes.
you?
Nothing. You are. I think Bernie's kind of gonna be around Shyla, looking at what she's looking at, but then move over to the like circle of art and see if there's any sort of visual things that would jump out, and especially like if that mandala symbol was present that she saw. She has like the sketch out from the notepad to sort of compare notes.
Bernie, you see hundreds of etchings that resemble the one in your hand. You see some, most of them are on new paper. Can you give me a spot hidden roll?
Yes, ma'am.
$27.
Oh, wow. What's your spot hidden score?
45.
Can you check that for me?
It's already
And-
checked.
Oh,
Or
you
wait, I
too
can
good.
check it again.
You're too good. Just the one check.
I bet
yes.
she spots Celeste checking her out.
No, it doesn't. You can surmise from what you're seeing, comparing it. Perhaps you grabbed the one from Shyla in the morning that was sitting on the table. As you compare it to the mandala that is signed by Cecil Hunter, you see hundreds of iterations of various circular inscribed drawings, and they change. And it seems that the one in your hand is something of his own creation, and the others seem to be replicas of what you find that is a very, very old crumbling document. You find one that seems to be, let's say, over 300 years old. And among them, it seems to be attempted replicas at that design. You just see 2 sheets of paper One is scrawling entries that look like a sort of journal, and one is, just 2 sheets of paper that are very, very old. One is scrawling journal entries, and the other is this geometric circular design that resembles the symbol you saw on Charles Leader's back before you disintegrated his zombie self.
What does the letter say?
The letter seems to be from a certain Caleb Hobhouse writing to other jurists. And to the jurists, he writes that there are many things to consider when taking the life of one known as a witch. And these correspondences are of both legal and spiritual illusions. He's expressing his fears that perhaps the instigators of evil are really escaping the court. And you see some copies of testimony. And that's all you know. But you do see, because your roll was so good, you see that he's writing about a witch named Keziah Mason. He says, perhaps Keziah Mason is at the heart of all, and perhaps those others that are being accused of evil are really being accused of her actions, is the gist of it. Shyla, are you still looking at the milk?
I guess I was waiting for Bernie to let us know what she just found, but I guess the way I'm sitting, yes, I'm just staring at the milk, I guess.
I had a note in here. It's the estate of Joshua Hobhouse is where the papers are originally from, right?
That's true. And Bernie, as you look into this, not the journal entry, but the other document, do you look at it?
Yeah. Oh my God, that was accursed.
Can you please roll for sanity?
The spider.
What'd you say?
Hey. He's trying to eat a spider. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Protect.
All he does is eat giant spiders. It's so scary.
Oh, delightful.
Sanity. Ooh, close, but I got it. 44 out of 50.
Ooh. All right. Then you only take 2 sanity loss.
Oh. Wait. Why?
Because it would have been worse had you failed.
No, why do I take a sanity loss?
Because as you look into it, you sort of feel your head starts to feel as if your brain is swelling inside of your skull. And as you look at the lettering, it seems to swirl in front of you in a way that your rational brain cannot explain.
Okay.
Who's that woman behind you?
What? Stop! Becca! I hate it here.
Okay. Well, you guys don't like combat and you don't like scary stuff. I'm sorry, but this is the game.
Wait.
Should I just let you dry on silks all night?
Yes. Wait, is this the woman you're talking about or in game? Oh my
No,
God.
right there.
Becca.
No, that was out of game. I'm sorry.
I'm just a viewer now.
I want to go back to the silks.
Bernie, are you okay?
I think Bernie just is like hypnotized, right, by the drawing.
Yes.
Okay.
Bernie? Bernie. Little slip slap.
You slap her?
You shot me in the ass.
Huh? I didn't mean to. It was an accident. What do you want?
To slap you right. Wake up. Hello.
What, Shyla?
What do you see?
I don't know. I just was this drawing looks like the drawing that was on the back of our unfortunate soul at the morgue, and I don't know, looking at it, I just I don't know that I can explain it. I just think maybe we should keep it out of sight.
You want to put it
Okay.
in the pocket?
Does
Right,
it scare you? Ooh.
No, it makes me feel, I don't know, I can't explain it, like my whole brain is swirling down the drain.
That sounds like a relief to me, but it sounds terrible for you. I don't think you should look at that anymore. And also, do you think, does it look like it was drawn here? Or it's old?
No, it looks like it's maybe part of the documents we're searching for, because it came with this letter, and the letter's signed from Caleb Hobhouse. And if you recall, the owner of the original witch trial papers was a descendant of Caleb named Jacob Hobbs or something.
Joshua.
Sure.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I think these are two pieces of what we're looking for, but it's not the whole shebang.
Do you think that's enough for us to get paid so we can go home?
No, and I honestly am starting to think getting paid is the least of our concerns.
We're not getting paid?
I mean, we all want to get paid, Shyla.
I'm
But
going to have to do something. I'm going to have to do something drastic.
you almost died.
You did get paid
As
half
if
up front.
you!
I
Sorry.
know. Okay, listen. I did it on accident, but all the lights went out and you were getting choked by a dead person. You know, there was a lot going on. He could have snapped your neck with just one hand if he wanted to.
But instead, look at it. Look what you
I'm sorry. I don't know how many times I have to say I'm sorry.
Maybe
It,
once, one more time.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I forgive you. I forgive you. Now, where? Let's look for more of these. Let's look under shelves, under the couch. I'm getting dizzy.
You
Yeah,
look
this
everywhere
one-
and you find nothing else of interest. But as you are looking, a radio near the bed flicks on.
I'm
You
sick
hear,
of this
you
radio
hear a song
shit.
and then it shifts over to just static.
What song?
Someone shut that off.
It's a waltz. Hmm.
I go over to it and see if it's plugged in.
That's
Wait.
my favorite song.
Yes, that's my favorite. The do. That's my favorite too.
Shyla,
Yes.
it's not plugged in.
So
We've
I
yet
just
to
remember
invent
everybody was scared
Bluetooth.
because we looked at that thing and then you got hypnotized and then I came over and I slapped you and we had that whole argument about being shot in the ass. But I think something else is going on here because this radio started playing. It's not even plugged in.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Shyla, is I think there's more going on here than a simple finders keepers mission.
On the
Can
radio,
I,
you hear,
I think that it's time you set me free.
How? How do we set you free?
Don't ask the questions. Well, okay. How
Listen.
do we,
I'll come for you soon enough, my Bernie.
yeah,
the radio shuts off.
It's it said your name. It said your name.
I know, Shyla. I know it said my name.
Well, it said it and it knew it and it said it.
I am so painfully aware, Shyla.
It's scary that it said your name like that.
Bernie, do you have any unresolved history with an ex or something?
What do you mean? What I mean, why are you asking? What, this seems like a weird time to bring this up.
Oh, you know, I did not know if someone was haunting you. You see,
You think this is a ghost?
you don't
Of
have
someone
dead
I-
exes.
I mean, we all have dead exes. It's the 20s.
Right. That's what I'm asking.
Sure. Why not? Yeah. But
Where would you like to head next?
Well, what else did you find out in these papers? Or what
I mean, it's all of the-
shocking you.
It's all of the same. It's like we saw back in the office. It's this sort of reproduction, but it's not legal
Okay.
documents. It's
Is there not something about the witch and something? And
I told you.
You did?
It's about the I said it. These are letters signed by Caleb Hobhouse,
Mhm.
descendant of Jacob Hobhouse, who owns the witch trial papers that we're looking for.
Yes, but wasn't there something about setting a witch free?
I don't recall.
It does mention the name of someone that he
Oh,
calls in the
yeah.
papers a witch, and her name is Keziah Mason.
Keziah Mason.
As soon as you say the name, the radio flicks on for a moment of static and then shuts back off.
Okay. That feels like a yes. Does anybody else feel that feels like a yes?
Let me try. Keziah.
All right, maybe we don't.
Mason.
Nothing happens.
No, it's just you, Bernie. You're screwed.
Do I know any sort of information, or have I ever known anyone to communicate with the dead or of some sort, or use the radio to communicate? Do I know anything from?
Are you
the
asking if
circles
you're
I
aware
run?
of communication of this sort, or are you
Mhm.
asking if you know someone in particular that has this ability?
Both?
Give me a knowledge, an intelligence roll.
Oh, okay.
You know, the more I think about this, the more I think we should just be feminist about this and release the witch, because she was probably persecuted against her will, and she was probably innocent, and she deserves revenge, like how I got to slap Bernie after Bernie shot me in the butt. That
Yes, I don't think that we have to fight against her necessarily.
Right.
I got a 14.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Now, you can't check a characteristic skill, but that is a baller roll. You have definitely heard of Keziah Mason before. She was a key figure of these witch trials, and she is a name that occultists have worshipped, and some continue to worship to this day. And let's see, what was the name? You are aware that there are certain entities that are able to commandeer radio waves in order to send messages.
Poltergeist.
Okay. 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 Were you trying to remember the name of the lady whose business card I had?
Yeah, you gave me a madame that you sent Lucy Stone to last
Mhm,
session.
mhm. Yes.
Oh, I have it down. It's Madame Estelle.
Ah, yes. Madame Estelle. Which, do I think that she maybe would know anything? Or perhaps help us to communicate?
If you're attempting to communicate with the witch,
Or I suppose if it's an intelligent, would I know methods to communicate with the dead if I was trying to reach out to her?
if you are trying to attempt a sort of seance, you definitely know how that would work. You know all
Okay.
the ways to perform that ritual.
Well, okay. So
Whether
what
or
do
not
we...
it will work this time will
right,
be another role.
Yeah.
So
what do we know? We know that a witch is trying to come through. Who's been... Has she been trapped by someone?
I mean, if she wants to be free, odds are she's trapped somewhere.
I mean, she's a legend in the occult world. So
should we be working to free her then? I mean, what's the scoop on her?
I think we should find out why she likes you so much. I think that's important.
Me?
Because,
I
yes,
mean,
you.
is
'cause
that so hard to understand?
Okay, you're very smooth. I understand. But my point is that I said the name and she said nothing, which seems to be my lot. None of these beautiful women are interested in me, I guess. Fine. But you, Bernie, you responded to you. It knows you. What do you know about your family?
I mean, I've touched the papers. I mean, didn't we learn before that interacting with the papers in some way attaches you to this situation?
Can I hold it?
Bernie, at that moment, you feel, I'm so sorry to say this, a headache come on.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Well, that's fine.
And for a moment, your vision flashes red, and then it dissipates very quickly. Something else that you notice, since you both had very successful spot hidden rolls, Shyla and Bernie, is that it looks like whenever Cecil left, it didn't seem to be a neatly packed bag. It seems that all of his belongings are still here and messy. It seems as if someone was taken not particularly of their will, or perhaps wasn't exactly sane when they left this place.
Sure. I kind of gather that from the kicked in door too. I imagine they didn't do that. And I'll just lock the door.
Should we visit the sanitarium? Perhaps if Cecil is here, our goal was to speak to Cecil. Yes.
I do like the idea of speaking to Cecil. I am a little concerned because, however, that this card was left, and it even if Bernie, let me know if this is not, even if this man was holding like a whole tree of bananas, like, and going plum fruit citrus in this house and like making a mess. And then someone kicked in the door to take him there, and then they had to collect the trouble to leave the business card to say we took him here. Wouldn't they fix the door? I feel like this is a trap.
I mean, I don't know the inner workings of that very hecked up system, but I imagine their priorities are on, as always, the money that they're making for themselves, and the patient equals the money. Repairing the door would cost them and earn them nothing.
Wait a second. You held the papers, and then you went all glassy-eyed and creepy, but it wasn't as bad as Blurry McBurn Eyes earlier, so it was fine. But you held the paper, and then the radio went off, and it said your name, and it wasn't plugged in, which means this probably happened to Cecil. He was... Hold on, too much saliva. He was having a problem, and he probably unplugged the radio to make the voices stop, too. So... we're following the same foot tracks. Maybe we get you committed, Bernie, and then you can get in there and talk to him, and then we'll get you out.
I don't know if I feel comfortable with
going
that.
Undercover? Are you not ready to become a super secret?
Getting someone back out of these asylums is not the easiest, trust me. So perhaps we find another way to speak with Cecil. We can pose as family, or a detective, I'm sure, would be more than welcome.
Okay, so I could do that, but are you telling me that people can't leave the asylum when they want to? Is that why Mom didn't come back? Okay, we can talk about that later. Let's get going. I think that's a good idea.
All right. As you get into the car, you leave. George is waiting outside, and of course, he's able, as someone that knows the city, to take you straight to the sanitarium. It's an imposing building set far back from the road and far away from the city by about 20 minutes. You see an iron gate surrounding the property and a long driveway. There's a small guardhouse and a driveway you could pull into. Visitors.
Oh my God.
The guard asks.
Why'd that scare me?
Could you not stand so close to my friend Bernie? You frightened her. That's weird of you to do that.
I'm kind of on edge right now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
It seems that you're admitting then.
That is absolutely correct.
That's incorrect. I will put my hand over Shina's mouth.
All right. We are middle age. He's wearing like a coveralls kind of jumper, and he just gets up out of the guardhouse and moves and by hand opens each of the gates and allows you to drive on up. Closes the gates behind you.
I remove my hand.
Oh. You lick it?
Did you not lick it earlier? Okay. I'm confused. I'm just trying to do a good job, and I'm confused now.
As you get out of the car and walk into the sanitarium, in the lobby, it's actually kind of beautiful. It was built with an Art Deco design, even though it's been several years since it was first put together. Tall ceilings and tile floors. big windows, at least in this front lobby. There's a desk ahead of you with 2 nurses behind it.
Hi, we need to check in as visitors.
The minute you tell me to be quiet, that happens. And that could have been worse.
The nurse seems very bored, and she just says, "Sign here." She slides you a clipboard that just has some lines for you to sign, and she turns back to her conversation with the other nurse. And then he said, "You wouldn't believe what he said next."
I will
What
read
did
the
he
list.
say?
Yes, what did he say? I'm also curious.
No.
Has he missed?
Bernie physically grabs Shyla and just
He said he didn't want 2 girlfriends, and I said, "Baby, polyamory is in." Anyway,
How forward thinking. We love to see it.
that's what their conversation was.
I will leave my
who are you
card.
What?
And I said I will leave my card, and as we make our way.
Thank you. Wait, hold on. You're here to see a patient.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yes.
just signed in. We're here to see Cecil Hunter.
That nut job. I mean,
Wow.
gentlemen, I believe he's in the
I take
cafeteria.
Card back.
Oh.
What you just did. You could have had 2 girlfriends, and now it's all over.
Where did you say he was?
Where's
Can you please roll for charm somebody?
God.
Sure.
Probably Bernie, you asked the question.
Oh,
I
well,
have fast talk.
can I wink and help?
You can jump in.
A
Celeste.
wink always helps.
Okay. I pass.
I got a 25, which is just the right one to get a cool success. A great success? Is that what it's called?
Hard or extreme?
Hard.
For your charm?
For my fast talk.
You're not fast talking.
I
that's
am.
nice.
I'm trying to cover up this debacle with Celeste taking her card back.
Yeah,
And
you know,
this
she wasn't
debacle
even
that
gonna.
this
She was just
is
gonna tell you
Shyla.
until you took that card back.
but it's not I take it and I like. You have to earn this, and I put it away.
Excuse me.
I passed my charm.
Go ahead and check that. It was a natural success, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're in Jersey now. That's right. What do you say to her? I told you once, but I'll tell you where he went if you ask me nice.
Yeah, sorry. There was some commotion going on with these two. You know, they're a handful. Tell you that right now.
Yeah, I'll tell
Sisters,
you.
am I
can take a
right?
handful. Oh,
You've
you
got
3 sisters?
You've got sisters, right?
In that case, yes, she does have sisters, and she knows. She just says, "Go on back. Just walk straight through that door that says patience, and then you'll find the cafeteria."
And that's where Cecil is. He's having a lunch.
Cecil is having a lunch.
Why you say that?
Oh, okay.
It's not like that. Actually, it's just like an apple and some bread. It's not great. Anyway,
We can just go back. We don't need a name
boss isn't in
tag.
today. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Let's
Dr.
not
Mortem
question.
doesn't like people running around, but I like you, Miss, with the cigarette holder between your fingers. Go on back. I don't care. I'm off in 15 minutes.
Is your eye asleep?
Her eye is, in fact, just asleep. It's just gone. You can go on back.
Drunk.
As you walk into there's doubles doors that you push through that says patients and staff only. And as you continue, it's just a long hallway with many doors. But you can see on the far end, it says cafeteria on a plaque above the door.
All right, here we
Ready?
are. Do we know what he looks like?
I have a good way of finding people in a big room.
When the
Cecil!
dean, oh my god, when the dean was showing us the file, was there a picture included in that?
There was. You saw a clean-cut young man. The file said he was 20, but he looked 16 to you. Blonde hair, kind of straight up and almost like a long buzz cut. Like, I don't even know how you get it to do that.
How did you do it? Johnny Bravo'd it there.
Yeah, and just a baby face, no facial hair
This
whatsoever.
photo isn't a photo of Shyla, is it?
It is. You hold it up, and there is a tremendous likeness there.
Oh my god! What a twist! What if Shyla's been Cecil this whole time?
It would explain a lot.
Why
Do you
I
go
forget
into the cafeteria?
Yeah.
Yes.
that I am
Okay.
hungry, yes.
You
I'm
bust open the doors, and most of the patients seem like 30s, 40s, 50s, and even older. And there aren't many young people around. There are tables of people playing cards. There's some old women shouting at their specifically ordained orderlies. And then there's one table off in the corner where you see a lonely-looking, inquisitive,
Oh.
very young-looking man.
They really have him in a straitjacket for real?
He's laughing hysterically and racking back and forth because he's looking at the birds just outside the window.
Birds are hilarious. That fits.
Tracks.
Tracks.
Hey,
Poor thing.
Cecil? Yeah?
He makes a bird sound and turns his head slightly. He
Oh,
gets
I
up.
love
He's
him.
wearing a straitjacket, but he gets up and starts sort of circling you and
Show me the shiny. Show me the shiny. Tell me about the papers.
Who are you?
I'm your friend.
Oh, friends. Yes, please come. Sit. I promise the jacket. It's fine.
It's just for comfy
Fine.
warmth. Yeah. Just keeps you warm. Don't worry about it. No one's judging you. Everyone's here for
My
you.
work. My
Yeah,
work.
tell us about that.
Yes. What do you want to know, my friend?
I would like to know what your passions are.
Passion.
Okay.
It's false art. False art. It's just money. Money. Only money. It was art, and now it's just money.
Oh no, you sold out, huh?
Have you
okay.
seen the birds? Have
Yes,
you seen?
yes.
Cecil, could you tell us how you got here?
Oh God! You came. I wanted to come here. I called them and I said, "Take me." I said, "Take me away. I must go. I'm not safe for myself or for anyone else. Take me, please, please." Oh God!
Did
Do you see what we've
something...
done? It's free. It's not my fault. I didn't know. I didn't know that the geometry it was sacred. You can't copy a sacred geometry or it sets her free. Do you understand?
But he can't move his hands because they're tied to him.
Yes.
I
Oh,
see.
this is not your fault, Cecil. You could not have known.
They're not. They're all dead. They're all dead. They're all dead. It's because of me. They're all dead. If
But
they're
you
not
can't claim yourself for excellence. That's gonna get bananas, right? That's gonna get the bum.
Oh, now it's okay to make mistakes.
I think this is on a different level here, Bernie.
Uh-huh.
But I can't blame myself because I made them. It was my skill. My skill. He says, make it again, make it just like
Who
this.
said to
Money.
make it? Cecil,
I'm the
who?
leader, the professor.
Professor
The
Lita?
professor says, yes.
Was anyone
Dead
else
man.
asking
man.
things of you?
Lights are out, the lights are out, the lights are out. All oaks like an oak tree and Johnny. They smashed the door. But I didn't know. I didn't know.
I don't like them.
Oaks and
Oaks.
Shaughnessy, they came to your apartment?
That's right.
What did they want from you?
Pretty birdies.
Get his attention again.
It's okay. Listen. Hey, it sounds like you have regrets. So we'll stop it. We'll make it stop if you tell us how.
How?
We'll redeem you.
How? Money, art. The art makes money. The art makes the witch. And then the trials that are papers. The papers make the pain and the dead man. And it makes the angels. I don't know. Man, and it's Hero, the Conqueror Worm.
So I got like 50% of what he just said, but
I'm at a loss.
it sounds like when you duplicate the papers, it makes the witchy summon, and he's been trying to duplicate it, and it was also duplicated on the back of that guy, so maybe he was possessed by the witchy person, or maybe he was a minion of the witchy person. So I think we'd be really careful, not copy it, don't look at it, and we need to figure out where all of them are, and then probably burn them.
No one else. No one. He said it was just the professor, right? No
That's
one
what
else
he's
asked
saying,
me.
but he's
to
also
do this.
tweeting, so I don't.
What
so he
was
goes,
your question, Celeste?
I was asking Bernie that Cecil had said that there was no one besides the professor who asked him to do this.
I
do
mean,
the
that-
drawing.
As far as an answer I could get, when Oaks and Shaughnessy, they came to your apartment, did they take anything?
Just I paid them to go away, and they went away, and then I don't know.
They didn't take anything from you?
They never visit. I wrote. They sent a telegram to the cottage because the professor, he was supposed to take care of me when I came to this magical place. I looked, and now just the birds come to visit me.
You're saying did the witch do this to you, Cecil? Because I Mason.
I did this to myself. I did this to myself with my art. I brought the pain to this world and pain to the dead man. The dead man. So much pain.
Okay.
Right along.
I don't know if there's anything else that we can get from this. Cecil, would it be okay if I gave a friend of mine your information to come visit and see you here?
Oh, to visit?
Yes.
Oh, to visit? To visit Cecil?
Friend.
Please visit Cecil again. You came just for me here? You
Of
came?
course. Can I get you as anything that's not sharp?
Just the birds.
You like the
Maybe
birds?
go feed them. If you feed them and I can watch.
How about this? Once we solve this terrible bloody murder mystery with the witches and the murders and the magic and all that stuff, how about I take you to see some chickens? They're really nice. And they go, "Blah, blah, blah, blah." It's nice. Okay, so you just hang tight, okay? We'll take you to the chickens. And if you think, if you can think, before you leave, of any eggs, because you're a little bird, right? You're a little bird. If you think of any little Easter eggs that may be laying around that you think will be useful to us on our quest, you tell us before we go, okay?
Yeah, can you roll for I don't know. Maybe maybe psychology or I would accept I don't know, tell me maybe persuade roll.
We could do yeah, we could do.
Let's see if you asked the right question here.
I just rolled a mother loving 6.
What? Okay. Yeah, how about you check your psychology? Because when you tell him that you will take him to visit chickens, his mind is so blown.
Yeah.
I mean, metaphorically.
His brain explodes.
Mine seems blown in a different way, which is why I differentiated. No, it's blown in a good way. And he says, I don't know, but she wants them copied. She wants them copied, and then when you touch them, then you die. You have to bring them together, because when they're apart, that's when she gets upset. I know, because I keep drawing on my cell. I keep drawing her pictures and the shapes, and she likes it. And so you have to bring the papers back together. Yes, bring them.
Where are the rest of the papers, Cecil?
How many copies? How many copies did you make?
He only gave me one at a time, just one at a time.
Who was the other ones?
It's for the chickens to find out.
Fair enough.
We should go to Oaks and Shaughnessy. They've been busting into everyone's homes. It's been somewhat affected. I bet you they have some.
This is bad. Okay.
Cecil, do you have any of those symbols on your body?
Can you roll for let's see. Are you like investigating his body?
No, I could do psychology to see if like I could convince him to share that information with me.
He is wearing a straitjacket. But sure. Yeah. See if what happens when you roll psychology.
Okay. I'm gonna use 7 of my luck points to make it a 50, so that will be a success.
He turns to you and he says, it burns so much, it burns. And he turns and he starts to try and like lift up the back of his straitjacket. It's bound, but he doesn't, he seems to be wearing like a hospital gown underneath, and so you can see his backside, and in between the bindings of the straitjacket you can see a very faint pattern etched in the bottom of his back, like the part that you can see. It's a circular pattern that is ornate symbols just like those that you now well know. But it's very faint. It's like a tattoo is starting to come like reverse fading. I mean, it's not changing as you look at it, but it's very, very faint.
Celeste, can I borrow your hairpin?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I was about to give it to you. How many people that work here are in the cafeteria?
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go cause a scene.
Okay, perfect. Sure. I will just block what I can just with my body. And
you could keep his hands busy, you know. Not like that, just like hold them or something. I've got to take the jacket off.
Just lift.
What isn't it at the back? Yeah. I don't think you need to take.
I can only see the bottom of it.
Fair enough. While we're here, just take this restrictive thing off of him. It's inhumane.
Couldn't agree more. So Bernie's going to start unbuckling.
Oh, sure. As Bernie's unbuckling.
And I will sort of go in front of Cecil and just sort of talk about the birds with him and just,
I like birds.
Sort of whistle a tune or try to recreate what they're doing and just sort of keep him focused on that.
Okay. Shyla, describe to me this distraction you're making.
So as Shyla walks away, she makes encouraging little bird noises at Cecil and tells him he's going to do great. And then Shyla just goes, oh, I guess I'm just going to go to the bathroom. I don't know where it is, though. Look at this big stack of canteen trays. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what's a mess. Such a mess. Somebody help me. There's so much going on. Ah! Help. Help. Look at me. Hello. Look at me. Hello.
Okay, so... Sure, as you do that, I'm going to need you to roll.
I'm stuck.
I'm going to say that this successfully takes the attention of most people in the room, and Instead, what I'm going to need is a stealth roll from the other two. And if one of you succeeds, then that will be enough.
I got a 15.
Oh, all right.
I'm going to.
go ahead and check your
you
stealth.
said only one needs to.
Sure. Yeah, you are just talking to Cecil. So long as he stays calm, then people are definitely looking over at Shyla. Of course, there's a lot of spectacles that they're kind of commonplace, but the orderlies that are in the cafeteria start to move towards Shyla, thinking that they're confused because she's in civilian clothing, but acting very much like the patients that they're used to. And Bernie, describe to me what you do as you're able to undo some of the back of this straitjacket.
Trying to think how straitjackets work, because I think you unbuckle the arms and then there's
like
some sort of tie or a zipper.
It's two belts, essentially.
Okay.
Like a belt type clasp, and the arms are extra long sleeves that attach. There's a buckle on each strap, and those attach to the back.
So I take that off, and sort of like very slowly and gently try to, or that works.
Making bird noises, right, Celeste?
And then from there, if I could just lift up the back of the shirt and see if I can get the whole design into frame. Am I able to do that?
A tightened hospital gown. So we'll stick with, he's still wearing this hospital gown, and there's not much underneath.
Perfect.
So untie it. And you do see almost identical to the one that was on the corpse that you found in the cold storage of the university, that circular shape of geometric patterns and inscriptions in a language you can't understand.
Okay. I think Bernie's going to try and make some eye contact with Celeste and then go like mouth like 1, 2, 3, and then just like a Band-Aid just slash through the design.
Okay, then I will in that.
Sorry, Becca.
What weapon were you using?
I took Celeste's hairpin.
Oh, right. Okay, great.
Switchblade.
Celeste had his attention, so this is a surprise attack, but
I would have
just attacked him with a knife in the back, so he may try and fight back. I think the three of you are going to need to enter combat.
Wait.
Yeah, Celeste.
If Bernie counted, I would in that count have held onto Cecil's
I love it. 1,
hands,
2, 3.
and held him close to me.
Oh, like an embrace?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Looks nice.
I'm going to have you roll Fighting Brawl, but you're going to get a bonus die for that, which means you get to roll twice and take the better 10s digit. The 1s digit stays the same.
Okay.
Or you can just, since you're using real dice, you can just roll the 10s digit again.
Yeah. I'm going to use my luck to bring it down 4 points to succeed.
Okay. He just starts weeping in your arms. And he doesn't try to fight back.
I try to calm him, though. She's okay, my little bird.
Bernie, there is blood that is starting to pour from this wound that you made next to his spine. But I imagine with this hairpin, Celeste, let's see, what is your damage on that hairpin switchblade?
It's 1d4 plus your damage bonus. So I guess yours is -1.
Yeah.
All right. It did 3 damage to him. And you see, as the blood is starting to pour from this wound that seemed to be pretty severe from the 3 HP loss.
I can't
That's
call
okay.
that.
No,
I was just
fine.
trying to slash it enough to interrupt the design.
And you know what? You see that the design, it was faint already compared to the one that you saw before, and it's beginning to get lighter and fade.
Good.
As you stand there.
I think if Bernie can is going to try and grab the... I think just is gonna leave it, like gonna put the blade back into the hairpin and like nod to Celeste.
Shyla, can you explain what you're continuing to do as you flop around on the floor of this cafeteria?
Oh my goodness, I'm just gonna get up and oops, I slipped again. Oh my goodness. Oh, am I bleeding? I think that might be oh, my pen. Oh, we gotta get that. You gotta help me over here. And then there's the tray. We gotta do I slipped on a tray. Okay, let's keep going. Let's look, everybody look at me. This is amazing. Maybe one of my boots will fall out. I don't know.
She's,
Whoops, I slipped over again.
She's going to get sedated if we don't
I know,
get
we
out
have
of
to
here
go.
soon.
You do see an orderly starting to move towards Shyla, coming out of. It looks like there's a nurse's station that is set off of the cafeteria because this is probably not an uncommon occurrence. And you see a big syringe as they just push it to the top, make a little bit of liquid spill out just to make sure there's no oxygen, air bubbles in it.
Wait, sorry, really quick is I know that the design is fading. Is Cecil's demeanor changing?
He seems a little calmer than he was. He's sort of slumped to the floor and is lying on the ground, looking out the window and just saying, pigeons, blue jays, robins, and going on, just naming types of birds.
Can I run to meet that orderly who's making their way to Shyla?
Sure.
And I will say, "Oh my goodness! I think someone has been hurt over here. This poor patient, my dear cousin, is bleeding. You don't pay attention to what's going on. Please, you let the patient bleed out. Please, he cannot wait. Do you see the blood? Look over there.
Can you roll for fast talk?
Oh no! If I say please, can I persuade?
That sounds persuasive.
Okay. Well, tell me what else you say. It sounds more persuasive than like you're trying to throw a fastball on these.
Please, I know that you are in the middle of doing something, but it would mean the world to me if you would just. This person is a dear relative of mine, and I was checking on them.
Gotta handle the situation at hand, and this is the most pressing. Okay, roll for persuade.
Yes, it's a success.
All right. Okay. Oh, thank you for bringing this to my attention. He runs back into the nurse's station and grabs a bunch of rags and gauze and then starts
run.
over to Cecil intending. Okay, you run.
Yes.
Perfect.
Tell
Are you all running?
Let's go.
Excellent.
I got my pen, and I'm perfectly fine to walk now. Bye, thanks, bye.
All right. As you reach George and the car, you've learned some things, but you have a few leads that are left unturned. And you do have your dinner this evening, along with the card from Abner Wick.
Is there time to go check?
What
the
time
team's
is it?
office?
It's about 4:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, with the traffic, and we have to, freshen up. We're going to a nice restaurant.
Oh, we have to. Oh,
This is Crawford's that we're speaking of.
I can just wait in the car.
Oh, no. Bernie, you have to come with.
I smell fine too.
You would send me
You have
alone
enough
to
time
meet.
to go back by the hotel and still make it to the dinner if you'd like.
Yes,
And this is where we get that
we have
great,
to.
we get that cinematic reveal of all of us coming out of the door, and Celeste is just
Absolutely. Actually, we see you bursting through the door of Crawford's restaurant, all dolled up. It looks like Celeste has given each of you a full makeover treatment. Bernie, you look very uncomfortable in like.
I would.
Oh yeah.
I would have called for a suit for Bernie.
Oh yeah. I was going to say a suit, but like it's all silk. It's all red silk. For her. But she looks excellent in it.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
And what's Shyla?
Shyla's wearing a low-cut front dress with her hair up and down in little teasing pieces. And she walks in the room and everyone stops to turn and look at her. And she goes,
Wow, this place is nice. And then everyone turns back around.
Yeah, she's ready for her
How old
confirmation.
is Sarah? At least 20. Yeah.
She says.
She looks like she's ready to attend a bar mitzvah.
Oh my goodness.
And as you give your name at the desk, or the name of Abner Wick, who you're looking for, the hostess gestures over to a table. And there is a man sitting there. He's wearing a suit.
Oh my God, Josephine.
I forgot I had to get fancy.
Oh.
So good.
Oh man. And you are gestured. The hostess says, "There's Mr. Wick and your table." He stands up and he's actually wearing a tuxedo. Hold on, let's see if I can not give away too much. Here's your
Wow. What a fancy man.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, maybe I should do this not on the tiniest screen possible. Okay, one more time. There you go.
Love it.
Shyla sees him and goes,
Dad?
Uh,
Oh my God. No. Never mind. Sorry.
Please have a seat. He's smoking a cigar, and he nods to Celeste. And you've just put a new cigarette into your holder, and he lights it for you. Ladies, I am pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Abner Wick, and I think that we have a shared interest in a certain dearly departed, if you will. I hope you don't mind my forwardness in inviting you here, but I thought it might be desirable for us to meet. Can everyone give me a spot hidden roll?
Oh my God, is it to spot how gross this man is? Because I don't think we need to roll.
Okay, you don't have to roll.
I was going to ask about like a psychology to see if his intentions are well-meaning.
Sure, give me a psychology roll. Shiloh, what's that look?
I'm going to prove it to you.
That's a 5.
Wow.
You sure? Wait, hold on.
What are you rolling?
Single
100.
D10?
That's 100.
Okay.
That's 100.
Just a second. You've had a lot of 10 and below.
I know.
D100. Okay.
I got an 8 as well.
That is amazing. Please give me. I'm sure it's already checked. Sorry, Celeste, you said you were successful in your psychology?
Yes, I got an 8.
All right. Is there anything?
Wow.
Wow. Okay. I'm sure that's already checked as well. Shyla, you notice a sort of rancid smell coming off of this gentleman. Something that doesn't feel. He doesn't look like he hasn't showered or anything. It just seems similar to that milk that you sniffed earlier.
Oh my
I'm sorry,
God.
Kind of
Slight
past the hairball.
sour odor. And Celeste, something's off about this man. You immediately feel distrustful of him.
Why does everybody smell so bad? Was it just the men? Is it just the men? It's just the men, isn't it?
It's just men.
Why have you called us here, Mr. Wick?
Mrs.
I
Smith?
am aware that you have been moving about the town, speaking with certain people, mutual acquaintances of ours, and perhaps you have something that I may desire. I am a man willing to pay a price for items which I see as valuable at any cost. And then the waiter comes over with hors d'oeuvres.
And how you say what are these?
Please.
What are these? These you just put there's food here. What is this?
Ah, yes. There is a smattering of platters that arrive at the table. It seems he's trying to impress you with this spread that is to come. There are various meats that some of them you recognize, some of them you don't. There's sort of like a salami and various charcuterie platter, but just the meats, and everything has let's see, what do you call it when you serve raw meat, but it's like a fancy dish?
With the
The,
charcuterie.
the raw fancy meats.
Oh,
Like
carpaccio.
sushi, but with steak. Yeah.
Carpaccio.
Yeah, that
Or tartare.
tartare. Yes, there is a tartare dish as
Oh.
well.
The fancy steak tartare would be done at the table side.
Yes, and that is how it is served.
So, Mr.
Okay,
May,
Josephine's flexing on us.
I fucking love
Do you
steak
see
tartare.
her? Do you see her, Havana? Look at that.
Listen,
Look at this.
you're right. I have no arguments. I
It's
I
an
rest
appropriate
my
level of
case.
knowledge.
I rest my case.
Please partake, dine with me. Tell me of your ways and accomplishments. All I've heard is hearsay around this town of Arkham.
well, so let me begin. Hold on a second. So we came to this town on vacation, and we're just checking it out and walking the streets and talking to people and getting to know them because I thought it'd be nice. So we're just hanging out. But it said, I heard you say that you're a collector of sorts and you're looking for some stuff. Well, I am Shyla Mister, private investigator extraordinaire, and I'm available for hire. So if you're looking for something, maybe I can help you find it.
He smirks and then takes his napkin and blots the corner of his mouth. All right. It seems there's no need to beat around the bush with an investigator such as yourself.
Yes, I'm very smart. Thank you for noticing.
I'm looking for the Arkham Witch Trials papers, and it seems so are you. But I believe I could provide a better price than the Dean might be able to offer. In fact, I was in a bit of a bidding war with Mr. Charles Leader when he so untimely left this world.
Yeah, what happened with that and him and the body?
Well, when you're dealing with the dark and unnatural, sometimes dark and unnatural things are brought upon you. You understand, my dear? And Shyla, you're the one that is sitting closest to him. He's at the end of the table, and you and Celeste took the closer seats, and Bernie's one seat removed. You can really smell that sour scent as he leans in close and laughs.
I'm listening. Yes.
So do you know where I might be able to strike such a deal?
Why do all your characters have a
Seems like it just was the one eye, Vanna.
Sounds like you want to have sleep apnea, but you're awake. You're acting.
What do you intend to do with these papers?
Oh, well, I am a man of many contacts. I could claim a fine price for them, and, pardon me.
Who is it that you know wants them then?
Also, have you ever drunk water? It seems like you need to burp, but you're full of food.
He finds that very funny as he shoves more charcuterie into his face.
It's very bad.
What do I want with them? I want what anyone wants. I want to collect fine goods and sell them for a better price someday.
I know. It's do you have any interested buyers?
My dear, I have many. If you know the right parts, you can certainly make many a deal. Perhaps I could take you back to my shop and introduce you, give you a name or two of someone who might be interested.
Question, do you have those names in your head? Because you could just tell us now.
I have a book of contacts at my establishment. You may have heard of it. Unconsidered Trifles.
What if
Sorry, you
Oh.
go. Sorry.
what
Celeste.
if we paid you for the names of these contacts? You make money either way.
Smart.
I don't give away my contacts for free, my dear, but
I did not say for free,
You
did
didn't
I?
say free.
oh, it would be free. Why would I give a man all of my fishing rods when I could sell him fish for a lifetime?
What a weird thing to say. Why is he jumping?
You definitely, I think, oh gosh. So, I
Damn
guess
it, Becca.
you're doing amazing, honey. Let me ask some
Oh my
questions here. How much
God.
are you paying? And also, do you have any of the pages on you? Just perhaps one that you found and you're looking for the rest so we can see what it looks like?
No.
You have
Do
nothing.
you? I'd love to know what they look like.
You don't even know what they look like. So how do you know if you found them or not?
There are unseen forces at work here, forces of evil, and one must know how to conduct that evil away from oneself, or you may get wrapped up in its consequences.
This guy's
Perhaps
literally
you
talking about-
three have gotten in too deep. And he looks sharply over at Bernie.
That's weird eye contact you're doing there.
Watch what you say, old man.
And what's
We know what we're doing.
Yeah, we're professionals. You see my jacket?
I do.
Yes.
I do. I'm a professional, and that is why I have invited you here to dine with me. I do love to dine with the ladies.
Oh my God.
So sorry
Will
about
you
that.
be ordering, my dears? The
Um,
waiter has returned.
I would like
I'm not sure I'm hungry.
alcohol. I need lots of alcohol.
Well,
You
Uh,
are too young for alcohol.
we do have a full bar.
They have a full
Miss-
bar. It's the prohibition.
Right? I'm so sorry. I have a full juice bar. Would you like tomato juice?
Why is that the first one? You're a very strange man. Okay, listen. So you invited us here because we're walking around this town and for no other reason? Like you said,
Oh,
you pay
come
more
back.
for the pages, but you don't know anything more
Oh,
than
God. The waiter said, "I'll come back."
Okay. What
Favorite character of the entire show.
So, do you want to answer any of those questions? All of them? None of them? Some of them?
Just the last one.
Last one.
Is there any more I could learn from you? Or would you like to learn from me? Because I do have a certain surprise you may be interested in back at my place of business.
I don't need to see your tiny little weird surprise. Perhaps we can you can mail it to us.
Yes, mail us your tiny weird surprise. Oh my God. Okay, so Bernie's gonna pull out her gun under the table and tap it between his knees at his weird little surprise.
Okay, you do have to lean over whoever you're sitting
That's
next
okay.
to. As I placed
I
you.
will. I
I'll
will
get
let
really
Bernie-
close to him.
I'll wrap an arm around Bernie so that she can make her way.
Well, here's the offer I have for you. You can tell us the information you know about the location of the pages you have in mind, or I can show you my little surprise. Bernie taps the snub of the gun against between his knees again.
He does something really gross. And then he slowly stands up from the table and drops a $50 bill on it and just walks out the door. As he's standing in the doorway of the restaurant, he turns and looks over his shoulders at the three of you. Seems like he wants you to follow him.
Okay. I finished the champagne I was drinking or champagne I was drinking.
They serve you the
juice.
good sparkling water if you ask nice.
Yes. Oh, I would. And so, well, we might as well see.
Tell me.
We might as well see what he has. Plus, there will be a lot less witnesses if we go to this shop.
And I can brush his teeth for him because he smells so bad. Okay, I'm gonna put this bread in my pocket.
That's so weird. Don't do that.
I need
Don't
bread
brush-
to eat to live.
Don't brush his teeth.
Clearly, he has no clue how to do it himself, and somebody's got to help him.
Bernie tucks her 32 revolver in her very, very nice silk suit jacket, and so she just has a hand on it as they exit.
As
That
you
was,
exit, he walks down the street, and this is a popular part of town. It wasn't too far from the downtown loft we were at previously, and he starts walking down the street, but he's about 20 paces ahead of you, and he doesn't slow down. He keeps walking briskly. He walks a couple of blocks, and then he turns into a shop, and you can see the hanging wood. Unconsidered Trifles. He glances over his shoulder often along this way, and he unlocks the door and goes inside.
You know what I'd like to know is how this man that can barely breathe when he is eating is able to stay ahead of us so quick. I think he's got supernatural forces working for him. And
He's
that's what makes
about
him so bad.
6 feet tall. He's a very big man, and his stride is long.
Freaking giraffe over here. All right, let's go.
All right, so you enter the shop.
Yes.
It's piled high with vases and books and figurines of animals and all kinds of just bizarre antiques. There's books, and then there's books inside of glass cases on stands, and you sort of have to weave through this maze of a store to get to the back, and you don't see him.
I trail off. There's a load of books here. I use library use and look for that pattern.
The what?
What?
Hello, my name is Kate. I would like to use library use and see if any of these books have the pattern on, near, or around them. Perhaps on the bookshelf, perhaps on the books.
Oh, pattern.
Oh, the pattern.
Pattern.
Pattern was the only word I didn't know.
It sounded like you were saying patent.
Oh, so I'll say it like an American me.
Pattern.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The rest of understood. All
You're
right,
not wrong.
here we
You're
get
not wrong.
pattern. And give me a roll for spot hidden.
All right, let's see.
I'll make sure
65.
that George knows where we went and to
No,
have the
that's a
car
fail.
outside.
Excellent.
You should probably have George outside with some backup ammunition.
George actually, you gestured to him when he saw you leaving the restaurant, and he sort of just drove at a creepy crawl right behind you.
Good.
All right, Shyla, there are no books that you can see in a quick skim as you're walking through towards the back of the shop that look as though they related. There's definitely occult books here, but none that bear that esoteric symbol you'd found.
I may have missed it because I do really long blinks, but when I'm looking for things, I keep looking, but then my eyes are closed, so I miss things. So I should work on that.
Yeah, those long blinks every time. As you reach the back of the shop, you notice a surprising amount of stuffed taxidermy animals. More and more.
I'm not surprised.
Is a lot of books, and as you go further back, there's bigger and bigger animals. First, there's a squirrel here and there, and then a goose, and then in the back, there's a bear and an eagle.
Hey, Celeste, how many dogs have you lost? There was a couple in that room back there.
Oh my God.
What?
There is
None of my dogs are here.
but it's behind the small desk at the very back of the main room. There's a small desk, and then behind it there is a taxidermy dog lying as if asleep on the floor. Also, behind the desk
That's
is a
deeply upsetting.
No, yeah. Can I pull Bernie aside? Just say, there is a part of me that almost wants to shove these papers into his face so that he is cursed and dies. Is that so bad?
Where are the papers right now, Bernie?
I think they're in my pant pocket.
Okay.
Well, as much as I love that idea, Celeste, I that might leave us a bit at ends at how to remove the curse that's on me.
Bernie, can you roll your constitution?
Certainly.
Ooh, I'm about to poop my pants.
Yes, that's what that means. That's what that specific characteristic is.
Oh no! I got an 81.
Bernie, you feel something hot on your back
Shit.
as you walk towards the back of this room.
What's happening to you?
Are you
Nothing.
okay?
It's nothing. It
Don't
is
you-
an itch.
It's a
It's an
serious pain.
Would you like me to get it for you?
No.
Yes.
No,
you
no,
are one
I-
of those people
I
in the zombie
start,
apocalypse
like-
that said they have been bitten. We have to do something, Celeste.
Do you touch it?
I start just sort of scratching her, but she said it was an itch, so I will just, try to scratch that itch.
I imagine this hurts really badly, right?
It does. Yes.
Okay.
Blinding feeling pain.
So Bernie flinches super hard and just goes,
Oh,
no, don't. Maybe
what's
don't.
wrong?
You know what's wrong, Celeste.
Oh, don't like that.
Ah,
Bernie.
merde.
As you feel, it's as if someone has taken like an old pen where the tip is almost like a knife, like a carving knife, and there's etching, scrawling letters in a circular formation on your back. You take 2 HP damage. And as the reality of what this might be starts to sink in, can you please roll your sanity?
You're bullying me. You're a big bully.
I get my switchblade.
Oh, wait, no, I made it. I forgot how the game works. I got a 16. I was like, I rolled so low, but that's a good thing.
All right. Well done. Well done. You are able to steal your resolve and you say it's not real. I can handle it. I can handle it. And you do take the 2 HP of damage though, because it is burning into your back.
I
It's fine. Let's focus.
hold up the switchblade to Bernie. I mean, you know what we have to do.
Yeah.
It has to wait until after we deal with this guy. I mean, you can't have me cutting it open while we're trying to get the papers from him.
You hear a woman's scream coming from behind the curtain in the back of the store.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Did Kate amaze herself?
Constantly.
Yes, same. From the back of the store, further back.
Yes, behind the desk, there is a curtain.
I'm going to see what that is.
Okay. As you pull back the curtain, you see long cement steps sloping downward.
He's got a sex dungeon, guys. He is a pervert.
Hey,
Wait,
we don't.
smell him?
Just because someone has a sex dungeon doesn't make
Let's
them
not use
You
such
want to
words.
be in the sex dungeon with this walking potato? I don't think so.
Okay. I'm going to walk past that and make my way down. Let's see what's happening.
Oh my god.
Hey!
Hey.
as you head down the stairs, you come upon a landing, and there is a door with a heavy lock, but it seems to be left open. And as you go through the door, there are mysterious, colorful vials and glasses and bottles, and it looks like sort of an amateur chemistry set is going on, in addition to some rather medieval torture devices. These could be collector's items from medieval era, or they could be personal use.
Is there blood on them?
And there doesn't seem to be on most of them, but as you head towards the back of the room, there's a woman who is stretched, tied to all four corners of a wooden plank. And there is a crank that is slowly elongating this wooden plank that she's lying on. And the woman's face is one that you recognize. Lucy Spoon.
Wait, who is it?
Lucy.
Lucy.
Wait, I don't know who it is.
Girlfriend of the deceased professor.
Lido's girlfriend who
Oh.
works at your bar, right?
Right, my very dear friend Lucy. I thought it was gonna be Miss Court.
You also see sort of puncture wounds across her forehead that are dripping a lot of blood because head wounds tend to do that.
What's his
Can
name
you roll
around?
a listen roll?
What was it?
Listen.
I got a 15.
Check that.
Shyla is loudly humming to herself. I can hear a thing.
This
I
is
will
normal.
use luck points to succeed as well. To make it a 20.
Awesome. Yeah, you spin around just as the disgusting Abner Wick, who seems to have ripped away part of his tuxedo shirt, comes storming, barreling towards you and goes after Celeste, who's closest to him.
Wait, is he just normal man disgusting, or is he like sort of like Lovecraftian horror disgusting?
Yes, is he like a fish person?
Is he a fish person?
He's not a great old one, but he doesn't seem completely human.
Make
As
that
you start
fishing-
to take up and down, he opens his mouth so wide that his grin and that laugh he was doing starts to just expand wider, and you see more teeth than would ever be in a human mouth. And
Oh,
Celeste,
no.
with your knowledge of the occult, you've read about ghouls before. He doesn't seem as though he's fully undergone his transformation, but
Do
This
I
a creature you'd want to mess with.
know of a way to stop a transformation?
You know that he's coming after you right now,
Okay.
and let's see. I think
I
let me
want-
just check.
Could I put my cigarette out in his eye?
Let's go.
Hell yes, you can. Let's go, indeed. He's coming at you first, but because you succeeded on your listen roll, he tried to surprise you, but you end up surprising him instead. And you definitely put your cigarette out in his eye. Let's see. And you do. Let's see if you hit me with your dexterity roll.
Okay. It's a success.
Yeah,
49?
you deal 6 damage to him as he's blinded and screams, "No, I will destroy you like I'll destroy them all." And he's coming at you. Bernie, what would you like to do?
Is there a way to free Lucy from the? Can I duck around him and try and get Lucy off the board?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's have you roll your let's go with dexterity as well for you to get over there and undo the latches around her arms and legs. Shyla.
I got a 17.
Quick question.
Nice.
Power on the characteristics. What does that do for you?
That's for spell casting, or if someone is casting a spell upon you, if you try to resist.
I'm
It's
magical?
your will to resist a working.
It's not my own ability to be magical.
What would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to persuade, and I'm going to use my magical powers because
I'm really I'm quite sick of all these disgusting men and these disgusting smells. So I'm just going to step up.
And when she steps up, her coat starts billowing, and there's a feeling, there's a slight chill in the room as the energy is sucked into Shyla, and Shyla goes,
Persuasion. Hey, buddy, look here. Listen, I know you're very angry and you got lots to do, but we're your friends. So look at me, be aware of my power, and listen to the sweet sounds of my voice. Now step away from my friends.
Give me what I want. All right, you can roll a persuade check. Bernie, you succeeded in freeing Lucy while all this was going on, and while this half ghoul monster of a man was going after Celeste and getting his eye burned out. Shyla?
Yes, that was a success.
Sorry, what were you were rolling for persuade?
I was rolling persuade. I had 65 and I rolled a 60.
Okay, well, you are in combat. So he, for a moment, pauses, and before he goes, he's not going to cease his combat, but he will say, all I want is the papers that I haven't found yet.
I know where they are. They're outside. Go for a walk. Billow.
He succeeds in not attacking this round because you have made him pause to say what his ultimate goal is. Celeste, what would you like to do?
Can I, cartwheel back out of his reaches?
my God.
Sure. Do you want
Oh
to
my
kick him on
God.
the way?
Yes, why not?
So one time I was at the governor's ball for the Emmys, and the stunt double for Superwoman was in this like gorgeous ball gown and did like a cartwheel into like a triple backflip down the length of the tables, and that's what I'm picturing right now. Is Celeste all done up and
Yes.
Yeah, what
secretly
color is your
ripped
dress?
and gorgeous, and
I
oh
need
my
to know
God.
for this visual.
Oh, it's red is her color. She's definitely wearing a red dress. But if she has heels on, I don't mind like sticking a heel in the chin and leaving it there on the way.
Okay. So because this is sort of an acrobatics check, I'll allow you to roll for dancing as you... is it a backflip or a backwards cartwheel?
Backwards cartwheel.
Okay, great. Well, you kick off his face if you can.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Got it.
Can I push it?
Oh, yeah.
Push it real good.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
18.
Okay.
This is a quick roller
looked at
coaster.
it backwards.
Yeah, that's fair.
As well, you are very small but very limber, and as you flip your body backwards away from him and shove your heel into his face, it digs into his cheek in a way that human flesh probably would not be that malleable. It just digs in a way that, he groans with pain. And let's see, a high heel I think is going to do 1d4 of damage. That's a 2. Okay.
And it was in the I don't know what the second to smallest number. What is it?
The
difference
hard.
It
Yeah,
was a
hard
hard
success.
Yeah.
It was a hard.
Awesome.
What's
You
a hard,
flip backwards. And as you do, you notice that you've landed right next to a small, a medium-sized box, a wooden box that also seems like a sort of medieval torture device. It's got an iron rod sticking out of it and another iron latch that's closing the box. Bernie, what would you like to do?
After I'm like helping Lucy sit up, and then I'm like, where are the papers?
Do you want to look around for them?
Oh no, I want to see if Lucy like just knows. Like if he was capturing her and then
sure.
down here running his mouth about I have the papers and I just need these 2 other
Thank
ones.
you for saving me. I'm so glad you don't know how much I've wanted to see you. Papers. Those papers? And she points to a table in the middle of the room that you can see from here has the scrawling circular geometric designs that you know so well.
Wait, is it just the design or is there like writing or anything?
There is a leather-bound folio that is sitting on the floor, but all that is on the table is about a dozen of these drawings with intricate circles and geometric patterns.
Okay. And they look like they're on the same old paper as like the design that I have.
You can tell from the yellowed curling edges that they are of the same age. Shyla, what would you like to do?
I'm going to use my disguise to look like this guy. And then I'm going to grab a piece of paper off the ground and hold it up next to the window and go, I got it. I got it here.
Okay, let's break this down one more time. I love what's happening. So you're disguising yourself to look like Abner Wick?
To look like him, like I'm one of his ghouly friends. And then I got a piece of paper and I'm waving it in front of the window. So when he runs up to it and tries to grab it, he flies out the window. Ta-da!
Shyla, as you move to the table and pick up one of these old yellowing Arkham Witch trial
No,
documents.
don't touch the paper. Are you touching the old papers or just random paper? She's touching random paper.
Random paper. It's not proper paper.
Random paper, not
You
cursed paper.
can't save her. She touched it.
No, she
touched
had
it.
a piece of paper. She had papers.
What papers? The papers that I was just talking about? You tell me what.
No, but that she's always holding.
Hello. I'm holding it right now. I'm like, look, I've got it. I'm tricking him. It's a Trixies.
Okay, give me a fast talk roll.
A what roll?
Fast talk. To
You
see
don't wanna
if this
disguise?
blinded and impaled with a heel man, and I'm going to say that your shoe just
Oh, he's
stuck in his
blinded?
face and is still there.
Oh, he's
Uh,
blinded, so his sight's not good. So I really do look like one of him then. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Okay, I'll give you a bonus.
We're just
die.
berating Becca at this point. Do what I say, keeper.
I'm under on disguise. I have 40 in disguise. I rolled a 32.
No. This is a fast talk roll.
I told you I disguised myself.
Sure, but you're in the heat of combat.
Lord. Dear Lord. This is not going to go as planned. Do you know what my fast talk is?
5?
It's 55. Nope. Big old
Because
nope.
he knows his ghouls would never betray him like that.
Oh man! Also,
He's
the
like
ghoul thing is more of a
shambling
smell
towards
than
The ghoul is more of an eating flesh and sacrificing humans and
Okay, I
then
throw my pen down
devouring
his
what's
throat.
left kind of thing.
Open up, dirty boy. Ah. In
All right,
his
he
throat.
shambles. Celeste has cartwheeled backwards and is next to that box where you're starting to hear like a jostling and rumbling. But Shyla, you are
Wait.
in front of the
What?
window.
It's the witch's titty.
I'm
It's
trying to decide who
alive.
he's coming for, and I think it's got to be Bernie because
The box?
you
coming
had
for me?
taken your time to unlatch. No, the ghoul Abner Wick, because you had taken your time to unlatch Lucy from the table,
Right.
and so he's going to move towards you. He grabs you by the neck.
No, do
and
my neck.
throttle you.
No. Wait, don't I get to dodge? I can dodge.
It's a sacrifice. Okay, give me a dodge roll. You don't understand. If I don't provide a sacrifice, then, well, you've probably seen what she does to those who don't give her what she wants.
You like it?
I'm gonna push it.
Okay.
Where's my dodge?
It's half of your dexterity, so it'd be 30.
What? That's impossible. Okay, I failed.
Okay, so
My
let's
whole
see.
ass throat.
His
And your
damage
neck hurt
bonus is
too.
1d4, and he's okay. Hold on.
I'm gonna die, y'all. Oh my god.
You take 7 damage. You might go unconscious. You're gonna have to roll your constitution.
Wait, what is your health?
Uh-oh. This is what's considered a major wound.
Oh my god, my whole esophagus is crushed.
He is
Okay.
a big man, and he is crushing your esophagus.
I rolled under my constitution. I rolled a 42. My con's 55.
All right. He sees that you your eyes have rolled back in your head, and he releases you and starts heading towards Shyla.
Am I dead?
No, because you passed the constitution roll. You're still conscious. You're just wait, you lost 7 HP, but your total was 9, right?
Yeah, but I was at 7.
Oh, Bernie. Oh, Bernie. Okay, you are you have passed your constitution roll, but you are lying prone, and you're gonna need someone to help you by doing some immediate first aid before. But we'll let you take an action on your turn if it's within the realms of possibility based on your current state. Celeste, what would you like to do?
I am going to run over to Bernie. Wait, the point of order. The box is making noises?
The box is making noises.
We buried the lead there, didn't we?
It's the witch. It's like her tongue or something.
The temptation to open it is very strong. Very, very strong. But Bernie is like passed out on the ground, so I'm going to rush over to Bernie to try to resuscitate her.
Okay. Give me a first aid roll.
Okay.
Becca, why are you smiling? I hate that you're smiling.
Yeah, because you're still fighting. He's still coming.
You're an evil person.
But he's going after
smile when I
Shyla.
don't know what to do.
He said he was
He
going
ain't
after
going towards
Shyla. I'm spending 8 luck points to make this a success. To make it a 30.
Okay. Bernie, you heal 1 HP with a successful first aid roll. And your eyes open as you blink and you look up and you see someone you're quickly falling in love with. And just the look in her eyes when she looks so deeply into yours.
Bernie. Is this heaven?
Bernie, look at me.
I hate you, Jake.
Look at me. Stay with me, Bernie.
I can't. I don't know if I can.
You can. And you will.
Just get the papers and get out of here and burn it all down. Just burn the whole place down.
Okay.
Celeste, I'll let you take one more slight action if you like, in addition. As is the wish of Bernie, because Bernie's gonna need some help. It's Bernie's turn to act, but she did just give you a missive.
What's that mean?
Yes.
A mission?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
A thing to do?
I just
A task.
I have this such a strong temptation to open the box.
Someone needs to gift that. That was the most miraculous expression. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, Celeste.
I run over and try to open the box.
Okay.
When I said that, I meant definitely don't do that by any means.
You encouraged
You're able to
me.
open it with ease, and inside you see Amelia groaning with an iron rod impaling.
How big is this box? How big is this?
Medium. 2x3. She's doubled over. She's holding her own knees.
Where's Amelia? So small.
I'm so glad you found me.
curse, Amelia.
I'm so sad. It's cursed.
No, she's dying. It's horror,
Okay.
you guys. It's
Okay,
Nyla.
so she's in the box.
She's
With
in
a
the
rod
box. There's
going
a
through her?
rod through
What-
her body,
what
and she
parts of her?
says to you, as blood spurts out of her mouth, "The papers. Bring the papers back together and destroy them. It's the only way."
Bernie, get the papers over there, and I toss my lighter to Bernie.
You got it. Shyla, what would you like to do? Yo, we got to do this quick. Our show ended 20 minutes
We need
ago.
another episode, Becca.
This is just forever now. Does chat agree?
Yeah, okay. Well, that is the case. As you toss the lighter over to Bernie and yell something about papers as Shyla waves her notebook in some sort of disguise she's fashioned out of what is lying around. As Lucy starts running for the door and the disgusting half ghoul, half man with a heel in his face starts running after her, you start to hear the cackle that you've come to know. And that's where we leave it, friends.
We're sorry we didn't finish it.
No, it's great. It's great. And also, you all are ridiculous.
Too much fun.
I should have known this was, I can't tell you how many NPCs you didn't meet.
Yet. Thank you. We're doing
That's
this whole
true.
thing. Thank
That's
you.
true. All
You're
right,
amazing
let's
for
give
holding
our
this
love.
together.
Thank you
I'm
for
having
dealing
a
with us.
blast. No, this is what I live for. Thank you for making it so fun and entertaining for me. Let's give love one more time to Chaosium and Call of Cthulhu, the creators of this awesome game, for sponsoring this episode and just allowing us to be this ridiculous. All right. Well, a huge thanks. Let's go around real quick. And if you all want to tell me what you are up to this week and where people can find you, Josephine McAdam.
Hi, I'm Josephine McAdam, JCVIM on Twitch and Twitter. You can see me this Friday. We've got our penultimate episode of the season for Eclipse, which is a sci-fi RPG. It's very spooky and freaky if you want some more spookiness for your Halloween week. And check out the Mortuary Collection on Shudder, which is a horror anthology I am in and is out and is perfect for this weekend.
So spooky, I love it. Havana Mahoney.
Hi, I'm Havana, but you can just call me Vanna, and I stream full-time 5 days a week over at twitch.tv/VANA. That's Vanna. And you can find me on socials talking about all the cool RPG stuff I get to do with so many amazing people, as well as hosting stuff and VO stuff and whatever else comes up. And that's twitter.com/Havanarama, spelled like the city of Cuba with an RAMA at the end. And I will also be next Tuesday. We're doing interstitials for Saving Throw Show for our shows, our regular show Salt Bay that just wrapped up. But we're taking turns GMing and checking out different systems. So we have an Engine Hearts game going right now. So part 2 of that is going to be next Tuesday, 8 p.m. PST over on twitch.tv/Saving Throw Show. And then on November 1st, I'll be over at twitch.tv/Friends Who Roll Dice, playing in an Alex Sear game, and that is going to be at 3:30 p.m. PST over there. So that's what I got.
Yay! Kate Elliott.
Don't ask me to follow that. That was amazing. I can't wait to watch everything you're doing, Vanna. Thank you so much for having us here. Becca, thanks for holding this whole show together. Jake, thanks for producing, and thanks, Joe and Havana. Amazing. This is so much fun, and we're never going to let it stop. We're just going to keep going and make it last forever. So thank you so much for watching. If you would like to see more of my live streams where I play video games, you can follow me on twitch.tv/CatersOnline. And if you'd like to go to my Twitter account, which is @CatersTweets, you're going to want to check out that bio because Kate has a secret and you're going to want to know what it is.
We love Kate's secret. Thank
We
you so much, my
do.
loves. Mwah. You're all amazing, and I love playing with you. And I'm Becca, and if you're watching this, then you already know what the Good Time Society is all about. If you want to find more stuff from us, you can go to youtube.com/goodtimesociety, where you will find this video as a VOD forever till the end of time. And we have a role-playing game on Tuesdays called Asunder that's very cool if you want to check out. We're taking off election week next week. We have a podcast called To Boldly Watch about Star Trek The Next Generation and our rewatch of that. We stream many days of the week, various games, and I am a guest on a show on Stream of Blood, which is also a Call of Cthulhu game, and I just get to guest as a player on that. I'm just shouting it out because I like it. And we're playing part 2 of a 3-parter this Saturday on twitch.tv/Stream of Blood. Slam that follow or subscribe depending on your platform, and make sure that you also follow Good Time Society on Twitch. It is its own Twitch channel. We play board games there every Saturday, and we're going to play some Mysterium this Saturday, which is like Clue meets Dixit, and it's spooky, y'all. All right. Thanks so much. So great to have you all watching, and wow, what a night, y'all. What a night. Thanks so much, everybody. Take care. Mwah. Goodbye.